He's taking the lead on this one. Probably not me.
I guess I'll go ahead and do it.
Hey, welcome.
Maybe you should have start doing resident host. You're the host. You're here. Take the potatoes.
But no,
Hope you prepared.
This is we're doing it again. NES 50. We've traveled back in time because everybody's going to the 80s, so why we might as well.
Hell yeah.
This is like our 7th video, so at this point, just watch one of the others if you want the explanation. Because my God, we've given it enough.
I feel like making like a dedicated video where I'm just like in front of the camera, just like this is what these videos are, and then I'll just stick it at the start of the playlist. You know, like a channel intro.
Oh,
just
yeah.
a series.
I just imagine you as your avatar, the wrestler.
The
Oh,
the wrestler, yeah, okay, sure. I mean, that would be appropriate, yeah. This is based on UFO 50. I am UFO 50.
Yeah, so the NES, this is going to be an interesting one. It's sort of a weird balance between, this is significantly older, and so there's just kind of a...
It's
you have to figure
thematically,
out...
it's the most appropriate for a UFO 50 like, because it's the fictional what's it called, like the fictional console they use. It's not literally an NES. You know, it's got elements of microcomputing and other things in there, but that's like the analog most people will compare it to, and they do.
Well, it is
NES.
the vintage.
Yeah. The LX.
I guess
so.
one thing we can probably talk about is like our experience with the console. That might be kind of important. This one went by me. We had an NES in our house as I was growing up, but I didn't know, so I never played it. So
You didn't mystery.
yeah,
Secret one.
yeah.
I played NES, but early enough that I don't have very good memories of it, other than when I play the game, I recognize shit, but like, as far as like actual memories of playing an NES, very little. Because I mean, but I did have it, grow up with it.
I'm from Europe, so
it's not like the NES was completely shit in Europe, but like
no. Well, I'll tell you for a fact, my friend who's my age has one. He grew up with one. That was his first console, so I can't say it was like dead here. No, it existed.
It was very competitive with the 8-bit micros, and it was not nearly as dominant as in other regions. There are definitely a lot of people who just didn't play it, like more like the 16-bit era, I guess.
Yeah, that's also probably why Sega did so well when they did the Mega Drive, because it's just like, you know, it's like competing with Nintendo, and like, I wouldn't say who, but like, we're not like stupid. I'm in the Game Boy as well, but it wasn't like, well, like Nintendo wasn't like just the name in video games.
Well, I would say that they did the same thing in America, so I think the better comparison is the Master System, which actually had a decent presence in Europe, as opposed to a complete footnote here.
I'll just say this,
But that's a little too off topic, but yeah.
I was just going to say my experience with the NES is kind of weird, and I might as well just explain this just because it's going to come up when we look at some of these games. But the first time I played NES games was I went to like Asia on holiday, and I got like a pirate disc. They just sell them in shops, like they don't care. And one of them had it was just a Windows disc with the NES emulator. I think it was Nesticle. It wasn't DOS, but it was like pretty primitive by today's standard. This was like 2000. This is like sort of turn of the millennium. I can't remember when exactly, but the thing is though, it didn't have like
it's named after genitals.
Yes, of course, yeah, lovely. I mean, you get like a suspicious disc, and I'm like, is this a virus or something? But the collection of I had a collection of ROMs on it, but it was like not obvious ones. It was basically like the antithesis of this list we're doing, because it was just really weird stuff. So it didn't have Mario and Zelda and the obvious ones. It just had obscure stuff. I know for a fact Deja Vu was on there, although because the emulator is so primitive, there's a cutscene like where the graphics are just glitched out, so you don't know what you're supposed to be looking at. So yeah, I played a lot of weird NES, and that was like the first time I ever played any kind of 8-bit game outside of the original Game Boy. So weird first experience to one of the most popular consoles of all time.
Yeah, there is the Famicom Afterlife, where like the Famicom is, you can just make Famicoms now legally, and there's just a ton of those consoles out for plug-and plays, and then there's actually pirate plug-and plays are very common too. I remember, there was one bought in like a mall from a kiosk that was shaped like an N64 controller, except the back, the back actually had the cartridge port to plug in an NES cartridge.
Yeah, a Game Boy adapter.
Yeah, it was pretty weird looking.
I guess
yeah, the 1001 games or the 35 games looped 20,000 times.
Oh. Actually, I realize now my experience with the NES is Animal Crossing on the GameCube, because there was a bunch of like little NES games that they just put in there just for fun, and some of my recommendations are just because I played them in that game. So
yeah. I mean, emulation of all kinds is probably a big deal at this point, because I'm only barely old enough to be in the NES era, you know, and yeah, I'm starting to hit pretty soon, so God.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm just looking at this. Like the first game on this list was 7 years before I was born. So, yeah. All right.
Well, let's get into it. It's going to be interesting.
Yeah, we got to start off with our favorite, random sports games. Although this one I think is more noteworthy.
Yes.
Go
ahead.
No, I was just going to say, that's
that's yeah. Oh, okay.
I had to get it out the way.
Yeah, but this is a thing that like it's a sort of, because we're transitioning from like the Atari, right? And so like the Atari didn't like want third-party games; they kind of were forced upon them. But like you were expected as a console maker to make all the like basic games, and that included your sports games. Like you would publish them yourselves. So we have Nintendo making a lot of just basic sports games, but it's Nintendo, and they're designing, and a lot of these designs are sort of the foundation for how that sport would be played for like years and years and years in video games. Like here are the buttons you use to run to a base.
Oh, sure.
Yeah, the controls where you hold dirt towards a base and press A.
I said this about the PlayStation 1, but I think this is probably even more true here. The difference between early and late for this console, because this is we're going to notice for these super early ones, like scrolling is a rare thing. You see, we just got these like two views.
The NES had hardware for scrolling and could do it well. The thing about it is that originally, the very first version of the... Well, actually, I'll talk about that later when we get to a game, because that'll be better to talk about later. But yeah.
Sure.
The one thing is, like, I've heard of R.B.I. baseball, and I think that's probably like this, but better. It's a lot later, and because like you put there was the one for the Genesis, right? But like I remember them in the NES much, but I haven't played the R.B.I. baseball for the NES very much. But I think it's like this, just kind of, you know, later on.
Right. I just wanted to point out, because we didn't mention it, we have exactly 69 games on this list. So, yeah. That's, but I just wanted to mention that, so we have 19 we're going to be weeding out.
Yeah. Okay.
And so this is like just, we talk about the other baseball game later, and then...
I don't think I put it on the list, because I forgot.
Oh.
That I was bringing it up.
It might be worth adding it and then talking about it later, then.
Yeah, we could do that. 70. Fuck you, funny number.
I I'm glad you did that, because that number, I was feeling sick. It makes me sick.
I do like how, for this game, they actually used, like... They didn't have a license, but they used the team colors, and they just got away with it by only referring to them by their first letter. And that's definitely what they did, because all the letters and colors are different in Japan, and, correspond to Japanese league teams.
All right. I guess we'll...
P for possible.
Yeah. Yes. Just for the record, I literally do that so that it works alphabetically, because otherwise, if I just made it like M for maybe, it would just be at the top, I think.
Yeah.
Because I'm very clever. Okay. Duck Hunt. This is early.
Yeah. This is sort of the after the first release of the NES in America. The second pieces tended to have this compilation with Super Mario Brothers on the same cart as the pack-in title. So a lot of people had this one.
That's my friend's got that.
It's a light gun game. You shoot ducks.
That's really it, huh?
These are the most primitive games we've ever looked at.
Yeah.
It's a classic, but it's
light gun novelty, which again, I'm surprised they went this early into the gimmicks, but hey.
I mean, they had the robot, didn't they? That was early.
Yeah, the robot was very much part of the plan to get it in American shelves after the North American crash.
Look at it as a toy rather than a video game.
Yeah, to convince it it's not a video game console, it's an entertainment system.
The way things are going in the minute, I wouldn't be surprised we get another crash soon, but I'm a pessimist. But yeah, God, it's hard to talk about these super primitive ones. It's good, it plays well.
Yeah.
I remember watching, what was it? Boys in the Hood. It's in that. The funny scene where he's just threatening to shoot someone, and you're like, oh no, and then it cuts to this.
Amazing. I guess, this is what you see is what you get.
Yeah, I mean, you can skip to the clay shooting mode, I think is on the end of the track. The last third.
I love the simplicity of the white box that appears.
Oh, yeah,
it's a light gun.
Yeah.
It doesn't shoot light, it gets light shot at it.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, you could see how it works, just by watching this. It creates a black screen with white boxes, and it goes, if I'm pointing at something white, then I know that I'm pointing at a target. So, and then you have the thing where it's I think you could just point at a light bulb, and it just would work, because it would always think it's focusing on something.
Yeah. I hate to say this, but I'm just realizing now that a lot of my NES knowledge is from watching old AVGN. I'm just realizing that now.
Yeah, I mean, same, fair.
Yeah, like I said, this was pretty old. A lot of youngness from us here. But it's gotta be... Yeah.
What are we...
Maybe, at least.
Yeah.
I don't know if we're... It's very simplistic.
Yeah.
It's really simplistic.
I think
it's how much
novelty, how much novelty we really want. So I think we just gotta look at the final list and then decide from there what we're looking at. Oh boy.
This is exciting.
My suggestions feel very these are things that I know of.
No, this is a decent one. It is as a lot with these, a lot of early ones, pretty simplistic, but it's got a lot more going to it because it has 5 different tracks and a track editor, and it's basically you run and you manage your boost meter, and then you also, when you go for jumps, you land correctly.
You could do tricks.
No, you can't really do tricks.
Oh no, that's right. Not in this game, but you do have to manage your.
Yeah. I was thinking of that Konami game on the Game Boy.
Yeah. Oh yeah, and that can happen. Is you just bounce on your front tire if you do it right. Pretty tricky, but it's very powerful.
I've seen Tool Sister speed ones where they bounce on the front wheel and like wrap around the screen.
Yeah, exactly. That's your key to higher scores. But there's this lot of depth and just very intuitive gameplay to this. And it even has a track editor, which is you just sort of string together different obstacles in whichever order you want.
You just stick chunks together. Yeah.
But it's pretty cool.
Yeah, it's pretty neat. I had a good time with this one. My favorite GameCube game. So
you don't want to include it for this, you want to save that for GameCube 50?
Yes, absolutely. I can't wait to talk about Excite
It's
Truck.
another maybe. A lot of these are going to be maybes, though. I'm trying to weigh them out. It's just going to be like a competition of genres and stuff.
Yeah, sure. Yeah.
I do kind of want to... I mean, I don't want to do it arbitrarily, but I would like to at least get one of these kind of super early games in there, because they're just... I don't know, we kind of abandoned kind of like spreading out the years thing, but... I don't know, I kind of want a... what is it? First game in any... UFO 50, yeah.
Oh, Barbuda?
Yeah, like something, yeah, you know what I mean, like something that invokes that, at least.
Yeah, the legacy of the console, like, you want to highlight that a bit. So, I think
There's
that's
a certain charm to these super early games as well, it's not just...
Yeah. I'm fine with that, but, we'll come back to it when we're seeing what the rest of the list looks like, I think.
Yeah.
Back to back. This is one very simple arcadey styled game. If YouTube wants to cooperate.
I think it's Iwata looked at Joust and said, "Hey, we can do that."
I was going to ask which one came first.
No, Joust was definitely out.
Yeah.
But you got this kind of floaty, flappy movement.
Yeah, you just kind of... Yeah, if
and
they're
also,
flying, you touch the balloon to knock them down, and then while they're down, you just touch them to, KO them. And, you just have to avoid getting your balloons popped. And that's kind of it.
Yeah. It's still fun. I can't say I would play this for hours, but it's fun.
Yeah,
Two-player,
right? This does have two-player, I think. I don't know if it's simultaneous. There's bonus rounds. They're there. And then there's the balloon trip mode, which is probably near the end.
Oh, yeah, I remember that from, like, WarioWare.
Yeah, there's a lot of... Hey, I remember this from WarioWare that's probably going to be happening here.
Yeah.
At least from Nintendo's properties.
Yeah, this turns it into more of a dodging simulator.
Yeah, it's nice thing to include.
Yeah, it's a little variety.
I want to say this is
simple arcadey game.
I want to say this is on that disc of mine. Well, half the graphics are probably corrupted. I don't know.
Just like corrupt square fight.
Yeah.
So, I guess that's just another... Yeah.
Yeah. Well, yeah, to see one that's just no.
It's not really a Stone Cold classic yet. I mean, they're good, but not the... Yeah, we'll get back to that. But we have very little to weed out, so I think Ollie still have a good chance anyway.
Okay, this is another sort of early one, but this one has a lot more meat to it. It's Mario's a wrecking construction worker now, but it's sort of a puzzly thing. Sort of, you have to destroy all these gray things, including like the stairs you use to get around. Sometimes, like those gray stairs, you have to destroy by hitting them. And then, like, it's sort of laid out like a puzzle, because later on there's girders that hold up the things in on top. And when you hit those, things fall down. And, like, this stage, pretty basic, but there's with one enemy chasing you, but there's also stages that have a lot more of a, planning aspect to them. there's like 50 of them too, so there's a lot going on.
I've never heard of this spoken of in the highest regard. I'm not like critiquing it. I'm just saying nobody really talks about this much.
Nobody does talk about it, but it's actually pretty cool. I like it.
Yeah, I'm.
So, yeah, there's
oh man.
Wario.
Yeah, there's the other foreman who runs around knocking things too. He can't like hurt you, but he can like if he hits you when you're on there, he knocks you down to the ground.
Yeah, I've never actually. I missed this one, and it seems pretty neat.
Yeah.
They seem to be doing a interesting exploit.
Or getting them caught like they're not, or really an exploit, but yeah.
Oh boy.
Yeah.
I'm trying to...
You gotta kite enemies a lot in this game.
Yeah.
The door makes the enemies pass through it going into the backgrounds where they can't hurt you.
Oh, interesting.
I'm just thinking, I'm really, I don't want to like pick on this. I'm just trying to think what our first red will be, because I'm worried that this whole list is going to be all yellow. And I don't want to pick on this explicitly, but
I think mostly it's going to be, mostly it's just the fact that we started with the earliest games.
Yeah, fair enough. I mean, I'm alright yellowing this. I'm just...
Yeah.
I mean, if it was a lot of yellows and greens, and then it's just like, whatever.
Just weed it out.
Yeah. But, no, this one looks neat.
That's fine.
I'm done.
Yeah, no, just look, I feel mean now.
I'm sorry, Wrecking Crew.
No, it was me. I'm the asshole.
Don't listen to him. He doesn't know what he's talking about. Thomas!
Help me, Tom.
This one...
I know this was like a localized to hell. Was it Spartan X?
I don't know. Oh.
Pretty sure the original name's Spartan X, not Kung Fu. This is an arcade port?
This is an arcade port, and I mean, it's not very compromised, but it is an arcade port, straight up.
Right.
That is weaker looking. It is a very basic beat 'em up. This is like foundational beat 'em up and sort of the evolution of the genre. There are a lot of games like this where you just sort of walk forward and people come at you and you kick them.
This is what you play when you think Splatterhouse and Altered Beasts are too complex. No, this is fine. I'm kidding. I like the sound effects. It's the first time we got some proper like samples in, like discernible what it's supposed to be.
Oh yeah.
And then like some good theming as well.
Sure.
Oh no, pots. I don't really like this one that much myself, but...
Well, the game or this level?
This game.
I mean, I'd be fine not including it. It's alright, but I feel like there's going to be better ones.
Yeah, that's kind of where I'm at with this. It's one of those things I've heard it mentioned, but I don't... It's like, I don't know if it's anyone's favorite game, is what I'm getting at.
Yeah. No. Oh no, it's the guy with the boomerang.
Anyways, on, they're just about to get you. Very, what was a game of death with the floors?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's based off of, like, one game or one movie or another. I mean, not literally, but... Help me, Thomas.
Oh, no. Oh, right! This is the debut of Mr. X from Streets of Rage.
Yeah, that lady has a deep voice.
Oh, you told me.
I
thought it was very, like the Kung Fu game, and his name's Thomas.
Oh, yeah.
So, people might have
get your, what is this, jokes out of the way.
Yeah. But anyway, there's sort of an interesting story for this. We've been talking about, like, you know, the early games being very simple. And the NES was out for like 2 or 3 or 4 years before it came to the shores. Like, here in the US and probably in Europe, NES, this is known as, like, the pack-in title. That is sort of the baseline for the NES. But originally, this game was going to be the NES's swan song. At least for the unmodified console. Because early on, you know how those games are all primitive? That's because the NES could only address, like, a certain amount of cartridge ROM. Like, I don't know the exact amount, but it was pretty limited how much ROM you could carry. And you couldn't just make a bigger cartridge, although bigger cartridges were pretty damn, like, impractically expensive anyway. And so that's why they came up with the Famicom Disk System, which was the expansion that added the disk drive with more storage space and also some other stuff. And
it's like floppy disk, right?
Yeah, this game is crazy in how much it stuffs in the NES's original limits. Like, and you can, like, you can't move left because the level format is only designed to be read left to right. Levels are sparse because they're kind of built out of, like, command codes, like the level, change the height of the floor, and then, like, you know, have certain structures here and there. And even with all that, like, they still had to repeat, like, 5 or 6 levels later on. That are just repeating the earlier ones.
I'm kind of just laughing hearing this after recently realizing that Helldivers 2 on PC is literally 100 gigabytes bigger than the console version because they just arbitrarily left a bunch of textures in. And then here it's just like, we can't go backwards because we don't have enough.
Yeah. So the disk drive was meant to be the solution to all that. But then what happened is that a solution sort of worked itself out, where 2 things happened. First, the materials that were in shortage for cartridges, they stopped being in shortage. The supply chain got worked out, so prices plummeted, and you could get bigger discs. But also, what they did is they had they invented the memory mapper, which is a thing you put on the cartridge, which could swap which part of the cartridge that the NES sees. So even though, like, so instead of being limited to the 8, like, megabytes or whatever that the NES could see, you could have it be as large as you want. Just the NES could only see 8 megabytes at a time. But that was okay because, you know, it's not going to store all of that in memory.
Right.
Gotcha.
And so that's why all these early NES games are way more limited than, say, Super Mario Brothers, and then, like, you see the later NES games, and they're just way bigger. And you said it was scrolling. They could do scrolling fine. It's just, like, the games were so limited, there wasn't much to scroll to. For having stage-based games very often. You had, like, single-screen games, you know?
Yeah. Interesting. Right, so
that explains a lot of what's going here, but...
No, it's all very interesting, yeah.
Yeah. I haven't talked much about the game itself, but, like, do I need to?
The first version I played this was the Game Boy Color version of all things.
Oh, yeah, that was a good one, except for the fact that it was small.
Screen squish, yeah. They did what they could, though. I think there's, like, a fan version now that just makes the sprites the appropriate size. But anyway, I guess with this, yes, this is an absolute classic, but I guess it has some competition.
Yeah, I think especially with the precedent in the Sonic's age, this is not getting on the list over Super Mario 3 at all.
Right.
That being said, though, I mean, there is how much weight do we put into the early versus late, though? Because I still think this is perfectly playable, and it's got its own merits against 3. I mean, yeah, obviously 3 absolutely slaughters it, but depends how much weight we put into kind of old and more simple games, I guess.
We could
probably... things are just objectively better.
We could probably just yellow it, and then, again, just...
Yeah.
We're still in the early phases, so...
Yeah. Not going to be talking about Super Mario Brothers 2J, Lost Levels. That game's fine, but it didn't get here because it was made to put on the Famicom Disk System as sort of a thing for people, because this game, like, when it launched in Japan, it was mega crazy popular, and that's just sort of a quick ROM hack for more, and it's geared entirely towards experienced players.
You could say that, yeah.
Something. It's not as super hard as people make it out to be, but it is definitely pretty damn hard.
Yeah, I think that was included on the Game Boy version, so I think I played it.
It is kind of funny. It feels a lot like a ROM hack. Like the way ROM hacks are styled, in that you did things like replace all the graphics for no reason, all the tile graphics for no reason, and they did things that you could technically do in the original engine, but you wouldn't, like put bloopers in a non-water stage and put turtles in a regular stage.
Interesting, but yeah, no, I'm not putting that on. That's even if it was like, that was just that was redundant. It's an expansion pack.
Yeah, it was. The reason it wasn't released is because it didn't fit into the NES lineup as it was after 3 years had passed, and it was actually getting launched in here.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Oh, this is me. Okay.
Yeah, why the heck did you put this on here? I played it because it was on that thing.
I don't know, actually. I feel a little inadequate here because I can't give a big info dump like this did about the history of this system. I'm like vaguely remember this.
I
mean, is it neat?
It's okay.
Guess. Yeah.
You sort of...
I may have just been kind of... I don't want to say scraping the bottom of the barrel, but I was just kind of like, oh, I remember that. Don't run over the cat.
Yeah, the cat that looks like a fetus. That appears, like, it appears just out of nowhere. Like, if you turn around and come back, it'll be, like, there. Even though it wasn't there before. That's just sort of the way it kills you. This is an arcade port, and somewhat compromised as well. Like,
yeah, I don't think this is going to make it in. I may have just been along the lines of, hey, I remember that.
I know that.
I was like making numbers, yeah.
I was desperate.
Yeah, I mean, even with some of the other, just arcade ports in here, there's better. So yeah, that's probably a red, admittedly.
I put in dumber things.
Hey, no problem.
I haven't done too much of this. I can't remember, it's been a while since we threw this together.
It has,
yeah. Smoking.
Oh, yeah. Oh boy, The Legend of Zelda.
Here we go. This is another foundational game. This is the first game that came with the a battery-backed save, which was sort of the invention they made because it was originally a Famicom Disk System game, which you saved on the disc because it's a writable floppy disk.
I imagine this is... I would say this is new, but like... putting the story in the actual game is... I guess it would still be kind of a novelty, not just leaving it in the manual.
Yeah. Even if they... even if it's pretty badly... well, it's not translated as a thing. It was in English in the original, so they didn't bother to translate it, and it's not
whoops.
Very English. So the translation in the game is better, not perfect. But this is the foundation of the Zelda series, and it's also sort of one of the very earliest sort of big exploring games, showing just what that extra space could do on the NES. It's one of the first games that, feels like way more than just an Atari block.
I spoke too soon, by the way.
Yeah, but like the Atari, like a lot of those early games are sort of like a evolution of Atari games. This is much bigger than the Atari could ever dream of. The dungeon design is, I mean, it's mostly what you remember, but it's still a little, like, different from what would come later, which would be the fact that the dungeons often are designed around the item you get in the dungeon, and then, like, the boss is designed around that, too.
Right.
Here there is an item in every dungeon, but it doesn't always get use in that dungeon, and there are less gates that the items need, where you need an item to progress, so to speak. The overworld is a bit more, like, aimless, but I do think it's hard to tell because it's been ingrained in my head, but I do think in the first quest, at least, most of the dungeons seem reasonable to find.
Right.
And of course, you don't swing your sword, you stab with it.
Right, yeah.
Even though the items don't, like, aren't used for progression as much, they're still pretty useful. This is the best the bombs have ever been in combat, because they do a lot of damage and they explode very quickly and they don't hurt you. They are very good in combat.
So I'm just realizing now my experience with this game is in the, like, quest mode or whatever of Hyrule Warriors, where it uses the map with, like, just all the different features as unlockables.
Yeah. There's a lot of... It's all about exploring, because, like, a lot of a surprising amount of the areas have at least one, like, bombable wall or burnable bush or something that has something. Sometimes it's a heart piece, or no, not a heart piece yet. You get a heart container, or you can just, like, take a potion instead. And, like, but also, like, there's a lot, just the secret money wars, or the old men who are like, dude, pay me for blowing up my door. It's my door. And you lose money. Yeah. Wow. Pay me for the door repair charge.
Trap secrets? That's amazing.
Yeah.
I like his shield has a very Christian cross on it.
That was... yeah, it's sort of a thing that comes in, but, like, this sort of sneaked in. The other thing is, there you get the magic wand, which is sort of like it's sort of like a white mid-level sword that also that always has the beams. But you also get a book of magic, which makes it burst into fire at the end, which is kind of a downgrade, but whatever.
Oops.
It was originally the Bible, and I'm not sure whether that was censorship or just that would make no sense to people familiar with Christianity, that you carry around a Bible and it makes your magic rod do better. It's like
that's what
very Jesus Bot 9000.
That's what happened whenever I carried my Bible around as a kid, is that things would explode spontaneously, so I don't know.
We got any games like Color Dreams on our list?
Nope.
Oh.
Sorry.
So,
no Sunday Fun Day? No? Oh.
So, do you say this game holds up?
It does, for an NES game. Like, it's not perfect, but it definitely holds up a lot better than a lot of the other stuff we talk about.
Right.
It is a little rough if you're expecting something like, Link to the Past or whatever, but it still holds up. You do have to have a certain mindset, but...
It's a neat experience. It's got a lot going on for it for something this early.
Yeah.
So, I think we can include that.
Yeah.
We don't have any competition in this series other than a game that doesn't play like it, so...
Yeah.
I'm down to throw this one in there.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. Oh, okay. I saw this game, I saw turn-based, and I realized that was the multiplayer category, not the gameplay. I was like, turn-based? How does... Huh?
No, a turn-based version of this would be very UFO 50.
Yeah.
So it's me again.
It is.
Yeah. I mean,
yeah.
I have things to say about this too, but
probably more than me. No, I don't have a ton to say. I'm mostly familiar with the sequel, but to the classic.
So this is
Capcom arcade game.
Classic arcade game, and the last one Capcom had done by Micronix instead of porting themselves to the game. That's sort of the issue, though. Micronic, this game is okay, but you can see it looks pretty janky, and that's just kind of how Micronix is. It's easy to like dismiss them as sort of bad, lazy developers, but I've seen a channel that dives into some of these games, including this one, and it's actually kind of the opposite. They made the bad port of Akari Warriors, but half the reason it's bad is because in order to determine how bullets are fired at angles and stuff, they actually had the NES do trigonometry, which is both insane and also why it runs at like 15 FPS.
Oh my god.
Oh my god.
It is the most over-engineered idiot thing you can think of.
They're too smart for their own good.
But it looks like half his helmet doesn't fit right. It's like bobbing on his head.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
There is apparently some nonsense in this game's code too, but I didn't understand it as well. But yeah, this is a classic game, but not a great
maybe
port.
not this version. Probably just leave it then.
Even though this is a port that many people know and love and experienced it on.
Mm-hmm.
It's serviceable, but not there are better options.
Yeah.
Sure. It's noisy. Alright,
so you thought Super Metroid was a bit clunky. Oh boy. I have to talk about this one, but I don't think I can justify making it in, but it is. It is Metroid. It is the birth of quite a thing.
I played Zero Missions, so I'm pretty much an expert.
Yeah. This is sort of... and then you have Game Design 101 at the end, where they teach you that it's an exploration game by, if you move right, you end up facing a wall, and then you have to move left to get the morph ball bombs, so you're like, oh, okay. Yeah. This is very much, this is the foundation of the Metroid series. It is got a lot of the things you expect. Like Legend of Zelda, there isn't much, like, sort of, where you use items to progress as much. There's also silly things like you have to find the long beam in order for your bullets to not just stop after, like, 5 seconds. But there are two things that kind of really hold it back. The first is sort of understandable, is that you'll see that this tower is very repetitive. A lot of this game is very repetitive, and that's because it couldn't store a giant world like this as just tile data. It's made of a lot bigger chunks repeated in order to make the tile data fit in the space they had. That's the only way they could get a map this size. But it makes the very repetitive rooms and very hard to... If you're bad at directions, this is even worse because everything looks the same. The other thing is that health is sort of a weird problem in that there's no good way to get health. You get health from enemy drops and that's it, and they're like 30 health each. And there's not a great place to farm health, and you start with 30 health no matter how many energy tanks you have.
Oops.
Which turns in a very like weird thing where if you die, like if you're playing through the game, like you actually feel alright because you're grabbing energy tanks along the way and the energy tanks come full. But if you die at like the final boss, which is just a clusterfuck of things being shot at you, and you're set 30 health, you almost feel like starting the game over rather than trying to farm your way up to actual health again.
Yikes. That's not good.
Yeah, no, it's not.
Is there a map in this game?
No. Definitely too primitive for that.
Gotcha.
Oh, God.
Vanger all over again. I mean, that game had a map, you just couldn't get to it anytime.
Did you know, this is very off topic, do you know GTA 3 on the PS2 did not have an in-game map? I just recently relearned that. I'm like, what?
Weird. Okay.
Yeah, they used the fold-out one, but yeah.
I will say, if you're okay at directions, this isn't crazy hard to figure out, but it is, definitely difficult to figure out. I do like the soundtrack is interesting in that I would say it's sort of like some of the soundtrack is sort of like the only sort of 8-bit, like an 8-bit version of ambience, but really that's Metroid 2 on the Game Boy is all about fucking ambience on the 8-bit. But there is like Kraid's area, which is a very good track. Yeah, this one. It's more musical, but also sort of ambient at the same time.
Good old Burnstar.
Yeah, no, it's quite.
Yeah,
it's quite haunting. I like it.
Yeah. The other thing is, this is, and it feels very odd for me to say this, given that I've never done it, but this is probably a game that is better played on the Japanese version. So there are just, you have a save file instead of a thing, and you do have the Famicom Disk System had an extra wavetable channel, that was used in Zelda 1 as well. And some of the tracks sound different, but not as many as you think, because it seems like the developers universally figured that it was better to use that for extra sound effects rather than extra music.
Oh.
So the only music tracks that sound different are things like the title screen and where you're not playing sound effects. But one of the big problems is the slowdown is kind of nasty, and also it's a little better in the disk system, but also the Famicom Disk System BIOS had an RNG function, so they had to replace it for this one, and they replaced it with one that sucks. So a lot of enemies have significantly less different behaviors. Like, Ridley is supposed to shoot spam his fireballs at you at like 2 different speeds, but it's only one depending on when you powered on your cycle, because the RNG is just that cyclic NES version.
Oh dear.
There's a lot of enemy behaviors that just go unused because of that.
Jeez. So after all that, do we...
Yeah, I think it's red.
Okay, fair enough.
I will say, if you are the kind of person that has tolerance for this sort of older game style, this is a game worth playing. But it definitely is not for someone who is expecting modern conveniences.
It's not as globally...
You're the only one here who beat Barbuta, so, and if you can't recommend it, then...
Yeah.
Oh man, I finally get to talk about Castlevania. Never done that before.
We're talking about a different kind of Castlevania now.
Yeah.
Although we did do SNES 50, so yeah.
This was back to back with Metroid. All amusing.
Oh wow. Yes.
Well, I mean,
it isn't a Metroidvania yet, but it's still pretty.
They released
funny.
this afterwards, and then they look back and went, "Oh shit! Okay, in the future we're doing that."
So, Castlevania. It's pretty cool.
Yeah.
It's pretty...
Like, gothic horror. It's like... We're still in the earlier stages where just, you can be carried a lot by your theme,
Yeah.
There's a lot of personality in these environments.
Early, this is something that appears all throughout the series, but very early on especially is specifically the universal horror monsters. That kind of gothic horror. At the ending, you have people the people are credited as stuff like Boris Karloff, but spelled differently and stuff.
It's like Christopher B.
Oh
yeah, all the monsters are different. Yeah, and all of the Castlevania classic horror monsters appear at least as a boss in here. Although it's kind of weird having Dracula having a weird extra form, which has always been like the series. Just Dracula becomes just basically Satan.
But didn't they make a point of like lopping his head off so they could set up like a sequel? I read that recently.
And what a sequel it was!
No, they didn't. They did. You don't see anything in this like that in this game. The ending just his castle. Destroyed.
Not the ending. Like his first form, his head goes flying off.
Well, no, yeah, but then he turns into the big cookie monster that has a head. So the head just flies off as part. I don't know. It's just that's the thing you're hitting. This little cutscene is always fun.
Yeah.
And the little map between things. Anyway, this is actually a really solid game, even today.
It's bloody difficult, but maybe not.
On the other hand, it has infinite continues, so you don't have to worry about that shit.
That's something.
Even then, I was walled by the death stage. I haven't tried in a while, though. That was back on the Wii Virtual Console, so... And it definitely holds up. The jumps are very stiff, but it is deliberately designed around that, which is kind of famous for the Castlevania series until the Metroidvanias.
Yeah, most of your deaths will be knocked into water or pits rather than the actual damage.
Yeah.
The only real issue here is Castlevania 3 exists.
Yeah. I was thinking that. Maybe just yellow, and then we'll just do the actual comparison. But
yeah, sure.
I think I know where this is going. I remember this made me flash back to like one of those AVGN videos, and you said he wasn't even used to games that had scrolling. Like he'd only played like the earlier games. So when he got to the giant bat at the end, he thought that was the end of the game. I found that kind of funny.
Angel Land story.
Okay, Kid Icarus is sort of a sister to Metroid, but not really when it comes right down to the actual gameplay. You go through sort of scrolling areas for the first parts of the stages, and there's little rooms you can go into that either have little challenges or power-ups or whatever, or shops. And then the first ones are scrolling up and down vertically, so that kind of is unique. And then at the end of the stage, you get into sort of like a dungeon. It's sort of like a Zelda dungeon, but like it's side view, so platforming and ladders and stuff, movement. It's got light RPG elements, or actually a significant amount of RPG elements that sort of upgrade your hearts and damage and stuff. And so while it can, like, the first, it starts out kind of ball busting, but once you figure it out and once you get some levels under your belt, it's actually playable. I just find it a nice shooty platformer game with things. I'm hard to describe it.
It seems neat. It's got a lot going on for this era.
Yeah.
I think Campanella 2 took inspiration from this, going by like the side rooms thing. But seems
I don't have any particular strong feelings. It seems alright.
Yeah. Seems like a good solid Nintendo IP that they revisited like decades later.
Yellow, I suppose.
Yellow, yeah, sure.
Yeah.
Alright,
Great, I love top-down adventures.
They did a lot of these, like the second game in the series is some completely divergent, weird thing.
Yeah. So, like, the one thing I am not sure of is, like, has this game been reevaluated? Because, like, I feel like it may have been, it may be like because, like, back in the day, people hated this game, but I feel like this is a Street Fighter EX scenario, where that just sort of completely gone away by now, but I'm not sure. But this has a... So yeah, this is very different in that we have a side-scrolling action combat and dungeons as well, and we have experience points in leveling up our health and magic. We have towns. We have a lot of divergent things. Spells that make you jump higher. And it's a very different feeling game, though you can still see the connections.
I think what I've understood about this game is that I think people just think it's fine. Like, I don't think it's like it's like classic that people slept on, but it's not as bad as people made it out to be because it's so different. It's okay. It's neat.
I enjoyed it pretty well. I think it's probably stronger than, say, Kid Icarus or Metroid. It definitely holds up better. The dungeon design is a little less all over the place because you actually use all the keys that you get instead of the keys being this weird currency.
Oh yeah.
The translation is better, but it is stymied by the fact that they didn't make the dialogue box bigger, so they didn't have much room to talk about things.
That's a good old classic issue of video games where it's like, oh man, the Roman letters are like way bigger, or they convey less than Japanese text. So whenever you have the same space in a different language, it suddenly you can say a lot less. It's like, oops.
As long as I know this one guy is error,
right?
I'm fine.
Yeah, the funny thing is that's not a translation error. That's just his name. He's
evil.
Just his name, and then someone else is named Bagu, which is just Bug. You know?
Right.
I don't know why they decided to name them Error and Bug. It's a weird idea, but
so he's Ermac.
Yes.
Oh right, yeah.
What was I going to say? This is definitely an instance where you want to play the American version, because this is back in the day when they often just kept editing the game before release, to add stuff they weren't able to add to the Japanese version. This game actually this version actually has unique tile sets for anything but the last dungeon. Like, all the dungeons use the same tile set in the Japanese version as compared to this. This music is completely different. The old music was more fitting for these encounter battle things, but it was very short, and it was not fitting for the more involved segments in caves and such.
Oh.
Where this music also plays. They replaced a repeated boss with a brand new boss. Exclusive to this version.
I gotta listen to my favorite track. Yeah. I find it very funny, the idea that we could put this one in over the first one, but they both are... You could put in both, honestly. They're different enough.
Yeah, they're very different. I think one of the weird things is that this is... It's not a bad game, but it was an evolutionary dead end for the franchise, because I don't think basically anything comes back other than towns, and that would have probably come in there anyway. Oh yeah, you have you have lives in this game.
Oh right, yeah, no kidding. This is what is this
and I
like?
guess there are magic spells too, but they're very different.
Yeah, you got some of the enemies came back. Like I think this is where Iron Knuckle...
Oh yeah, the enemies definitely came back. Yeah, although there are a lot of different enemies that were in the first game as well, just kind of differently. Oh yeah, the combat it's this high-low mix-up game basically.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's a bunch of enemies with shields holding their things higher or lower. You have the sword pogo. You learn the up slash and the down slash.
Oh, right.
And we're not going to put in that Bambo game that ripped this off.
So, what, do we want to throw that in there? Because it's...
Yeah, I think we want to put it in green, because unless we start getting a lot of greens later on, I think this is definitely above the bar for where we definitely green it here.
Sure.
Zelda's the only thing that's been greened.
Oh wow, yeah, it is. I actually thought it was yellow. That's why I said it. Okay. I don't know what this is.
Okay, this is like it says 1987 there, but like it was released quite a bit earlier. The Metroid barely even out yet, but this takes a Tecmo. It's technically an arcade port, but not really, because it expands on the game so much. You're a guy with a yo-yo shield, razor shield thing, and it is it's a non-linear adventure. Like, you have these side-scrolling segments, but you also have an overworld that's sort of top-down that you reach by entering doors. You can get power-ups. You get it has some Metroidvania elements where you get like a zipline power-up to use your shield as a zipline, and like other things like that. It has RPG elements where you build your own and your which is like, they have very weird names for your stats, which is, your strength and health.
If you scroll along to look at like the guy like you meet, like I'm almost certain that's referencing UFO 15 Campanella.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
This is...
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, this is a very fondly remembered game, and because it came up with a lot of these ideas pretty early on.
Seems
neat. It plays pretty well too. It doesn't try to punch you in the dick difficulty-wise.
Right. I guess, yeah.
I vaguely remember them doing a PS2 remake. I played a demo of it. Vague memories of that.
Acknowledge NES hard, as some people say. That was I think a lot of things that aren't on this list are infamous for that. But
yeah,
some things that are. But
we'll see. What do we think about this one?
I don't have any strong opinions. So,
if I knew it better, I'd put it green.
We could yellow it.
Yeah,
looks fine to me.
We'll probably end up with a lot of yellows. That's fine. That's what Phase 2 is for.
Sure. I didn't think this was going to be on the list, but apparently it is. So.
Did I put this?
Yeah, apparently you did.
I put it there. But... Or I don't know.
I don't think
I would have put it on the list just to talk about it because so that whole Metroid Castlevania thing.
Yeah.
This is sort of the prototype of it.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. It's a non-linear Castlevania, like just 2 games in. It's kind of famously not very good.
I don't think it's that bad, but it's not super amazing either.
No, I don't think. Yeah, I don't think that's going to be enough to get it on the list.
It's
like not as bad as everyone says. It's somewhat the most stunning recommendation.
And my understanding is that it's okay if you know what to do, but figuring out what to do is a huge problem.
Yeah.
Translation is jank, and also some enemies lie anyway. It's maybe not as crazy as what you believe, but it is definitely an issue.
Right.
You definitely want to play the American version. The Japanese version has loading times all over the place, disk loading times.
Oh boy.
Also, they had to change the music because it the Famicom disc version, but this one added those like very punchy drum bass samples.
Yeah.
The music.
That sounds good. Yeah.
That's the one good thing about this game is the music.
So,
Bloody
there
Tears,
is some grinding too, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Oh no, it's not from this. Sorry, I'm just covering myself. The Bloody Tears is from the Haunted Castle thing. Oh, whatever.
Right, well. I don't think I don't know if this one's gonna get in.
Yeah, I don't think it's gonna make the list.
No, it's not.
I did want to talk about it.
Sure. Oh boy. Another sports game. Good lord.
Oh god, he's...
Yeah. Mike is waiting for your challenge. We're in first name basis with Mike Tyson. Sure, why not?
Yeah.
There it is. It's Punch-Out. This is them adapting an arcade game they made and adapting it into really fleshing it out, and also making the player character tiny because they can't make him a wireframe on the NES.
Right.
Yeah.
I hear whenever they localize this game, they change his name to Balrog.
This is just... what was I to say? This game's aged really well.
It's really good.
Yeah,
I think it's still really good.
Really well. It's kind of hard, but it is... It's hard to get to the end, but it's not impossible.
Yeah, it's hard, and it's also a little... It's got a lot of, like, refights, from what I remember, but...
Yeah. The refights do play out differently, but...
Yeah.
It's as much of a puzzle game as anything else. Don't hurt me, Glass Joe.
We talked a lot about this with Super Punch-Out, but this is,
That one I said I wasn't too fond of. This one is an absolute...
classic, yeah.
Alright. Yeah, absolutely. I think this is... Of the games on this list, this is the one I played the most recently on the Switch, and I had a good time with it, so... yeah, we should include it. It's good.
Yeah. Very simple,
the best games you just get, you don't spend long with it.
Yeah. Just a simple, intuitive control string. A, right, B, left, up, point down. Hold down to block. Left, right, dodges.
Mm-hmm.
You get, like, the star system, the stamina. Just,
Yeah. It's just so good. It just looks amazing as well, like the sprites. You don't get many sprites like this. With this much personality.
Yeah.
And like a real roster of characters.
Yeah.
Just some randos, like, we know their personalities. And that Wii remake was really good.
Hell yeah.
Didn't even have to change that much, honestly.
No? Alright. What is this?
I feel like spending more time with that game that's so good, but yeah, there's nothing to talk about making it in.
We know. We all know.
So, I was kind of just trying to get more out there. Square published it, but so did Acclaim. But, this is the 3D Battles of WorldRunner. It is... let's get to the gameplay. It is a little auto-runner thing, but in 3D, and you jump over pits, and you have stereoscopic 3D glasses going on if you turn it on.
Oh,
It is literally 3D. It was just weird as heck, so I wanted to put it on there because it felt UFO 50, but I was definitely reaching at this point.
No, it's interesting.
Yeah,
Definitely, it's very Fantasy Star. Not Fantasy... Fantasy Star?
Space
no,
Harrier?
It's not Fantasy, that's an RPG. Space Harrier, sorry, Fantasy Star. Yeah.
Yeah, rolling around the checkerboard land.
Yeah, I like the little fringe pics. That's neat. In terms of recommending it,
I have no idea. I haven't really played it.
Oh,
so
fair enough.
Sorry.
That's fine.
You might get by with just sheer novelty.
Sure, but
I haven't got many 3D platforms.
Put it here on it. Yeah, I put it here as a UFO 50 pick, basically.
Yeah, sure. Alright, Speaking of things that UFO 50 did. And
Square.
Alright. So, Final Fantasy.
I was kind of putting on there, sort of, because I have to, but also because I've actually played this one. I haven't played any of the other ones on the NES. I know that 2 is generally considered weird and dumb. It doesn't even have experience points. You level things up by doing them.
Huh.
This game is a foundational... Well, it's the one that we see in the West. Dragon Quest is probably the most foundational, and then that's sort of the direct descendant of Ultima.
Mm-hmm.
It had a huge influence, but I do love how this playthrough has like the most just basic names for the characters: Ryan, Matt, Adam, and John.
Joey, Paul, Willie, and Frankie.
Nice, thank you. The only one you played on the NES is the only one I played of the entire series.
That's technically true for me as well, unless you're talking about Advance or Tactics Advance.
Oh right, yeah. I played Crystal Chronicles once, but
the weird thing about this one is that it is very, very, very based on actual D&D. It uses the D&D spell system instead of magic points, so you have like certain number of casts of each level of skill you have until you take a sleep. It's very basic. It is unfortunately very slow.
Yeah,
pretty much everything it does.
No kidding.
I play the randomizer speeds things up quite greatly.
Yeah, I think I played an enhanced version of it whenever I played it. I didn't play anything.
The balance is a little weird because like magic doesn't scale in this game. Magic is more AoE than anything else. I will say this is one of the buggiest games in existence. Probably like 50% of the systems in it just do not function at all. There are weapons that are supposed to be good against certain kinds of monsters or have elemental effects. That doesn't work. There are a number of spells that just don't work. Running away, it's supposed to use your luck, but it compares your value to like the third bit of the person in front of you 2 times. Status ailments. So like you run away based on whether you have a status ailment on your third character.
It's been a while since I played this, so I forgot everything about it, but I remember being pretty neat.
It has its own crit chance, but when it reads the crit chance, it instead picks the item's ID number, internal ID number, and that's the crit chance?
Christ!
This thing is a walking bug, but...
I like they're in their own windows. Like, wait, why?
Yeah, that's something that they got rid of later in the next one, but it's like... It is one of the first RPGs to have, like, this sort of, not first-person view of the battle. It also is probably the foundation of sort of the job system that goes on and off in the Final Fantasy series. It's not really a job system in this game, but you do, like in Western RPGs, make your own party of different classes, including there's the Black Belt class, who's like the monk from D&D, in which he fights really good barehanded and bare-chested, I guess.
Right, yeah.
For lack of a better word. And of course, this is where the red mage was invented, sort of the hybrid black and white mage, which is honestly kind of better than a black mage, because, like, you can't learn the second half of black mage spells, but the second half black mage spells are, like, 30 different variants of, like, maybe it instantly kills them spells.
Oh, right. So, it's...
Oh, yeah, this game also had, like, it's not really hard, it's not really easy to tell, but, like, this game has the power word spells, where it kills you if you have a certain amount of health left. Or it has power word stun, power word kill, straight from D&D. There are 2 monsters that they had to change in this version, because they are the 2 monsters that actually belong to D&D. And D&D was owned by TSR at this time, and they were very litigious.
Wow.
This is extremely D&D.
I can't believe this French resource did that.
Yeah.
I don't know. Yeah, it's very
The good news is the manual came as with basically a strategy guide for nearly the entire first half of the game. So you definitely don't. You don't feel like you're lost at any point.
Right.
It has a weird thing where it has a different flow than most modern RPGs, where you sort of go through a dungeon and you expect it to clear it the first try. Here it's a bit more like dungeon diving, where you're going to have to level up at one in the dungeon and then get out and to the overworld where you can pitch a tent and fully heal up and get your spells back.
Right.
So you're powerful enough to make it all the way down. This game has a lot more going for it than you'd think, but also it shows a lot of the very basic problems with early RPGs.
Right, I'm wondering how much competition it has. I know one other JRPG coming up.
Yeah, but with us, we don't really know very many RPGs at all.
Yeah.
And then there is the big question mark that would be Final Fantasy III. And I mind you, I've never played this without the speed up, so that may be coloring things a bit.
We might have to just come back to this. I don't know if we can say for sure. Like, I appreciate this game, but it is also as silly as you described it, so...
Yeah. I think it's a lot of what I was coming into this project is a lot more of, like, how much do I have to lower my standards, so to speak, because it's so early in the development of games, and that's something that I'm still figuring out as we go.
Let's say yellow this until we've seen some more RPGs, because...
Sure. Like this one right here. Wait.
Hmm?
Joke.
It's a bad joke. Don't mind me. I'm full of them. Here's a racing game. Isometric racing?
Yep. It is Rare's first game for Nintendo, which Rare is normally known as, the first party for Nintendo until, the Microsoft buyout. But during this era, like, despite this game, they were mostly just sort of a journeyman NES developer. They would be making things for, like, Jalco and, like, LGN and, like, making game show games for Game Tech. And just sort of... just making all sorts of random shit that a random Western developer would make. But they had sauce in them.
Yeah, this is pretty neat.
But I have not played this game, though, so...
I appreciate the mini-map there at the bottom, because it kind of has, like, the Micro Machines problem, unless you have, like, prior map familiarity, you're not going to know what's coming up.
Yeah,
but
screen size is so small, that mini-map is absolutely necessary.
Mm-hmm.
And you can buy power-ups.
Yeah, it's an RPG.
We love RPGs.
Yeah.
Oh, this seems pretty neat.
Mm-hmm.
It's a different kind of racing game.
No two-player, apparently, but I guess I kind of get that.
Yeah.
Diddy Kong Racing was going to be a sequel to this at one point.
Huh.
But they needed something a little more marketable.
Right, yeah. Oh, I'm cool with this. I like this. I want to throw it in there.
Alright.
Alright, okay.
I mean, unless there's going to be a lot of competition in this era, but I think...
No, I suppose not, I guess. Yeah, I didn't put Micro Machines on here, so...
Although down there it said there was an RC Pro-Am too. I had no idea.
Contra.
So this is a game that's very famous.
Mm-hmm.
Technically, it is an arcade port. It's
way more elaborate than the arcade version.
Yeah, somewhat. Yeah, definitely. They fleshed out, like, the later levels, especially. Like, the first level is basically the same as is the weird segments, but, like, after the first segments, like, the last couple levels are just... You go seamlessly from one to the other in the arcade version, but they're all very short. whereas there are actual levels in this one. This is the quintessential run and gun.
Yeah.
And it starts off with you against humans, and then it becomes aliens.
Yeah, which is a bit bigger of a thing in the original, more random in the original, because it doesn't have that boss and the alien boss in the second level, the waterfall level. And it has these weird segments where you go through corridors in first-person-y sort of thing. Yeah, there's stuff.
Like a gallery shooter kind of thing.
So I have to admit,
it has two-player simultaneous play.
Oh, that is nice. I have not played in this game. But, looks good. People seem to like it, so...
Yeah.
I can't really say I played it, though. I've kind of dabbled with it, but it's not really...
Yeah, I haven't really played it either, so wow, we're very qualified.
I mean, you kind of see what you get, though.
Yeah.
I don't think there's much else in this genre, at least not as iconic.
Yeah.
Probably just make it in, honestly.
Is there another one for the NES, though? Another Contra game? The Contra game is all kind of weird. Yeah.
I think this is the one, to be fair.
Yeah, sure. Especially if we don't have anything to say about its sequel, then then it might be just leave it to this one.
Of course, you have the different weapons you can choose from. Although everybody ends up with spread.
No, of course. Oh man, we played this game.
Well, no. Yes and no. There's a reason why we didn't play this version.
Yeah. Because it doesn't load. Mode A, 1 player. Mode A, 2 player.
Yeah, there's this Mode A and Mode B thing that sort of maybe holdover from some of the early NES games, a holdover from the Atari era, so to speak.
So, I've heard this game is very different from the original, and yeah, I can see it already, but...
Yeah, there's some platforming elements. And there's
interesting strategy.
There's a bit of a level up system where you learn more. You can do more moves once you get enough points.
Is that what we're doing? Farming for points? Is that why we're not knocking down?
Maybe. Or maybe this is just the best way to deal with people is to not knock them down.
Strange.
Well, now we're kicking.
Well, that's because we got the back kick, I guess.
We have to unlock it?
Yeah, that's what I was talking about. Like, you have to unlock moves by getting points.
Oh, that's weird.
Yeah. I already feel
the weapons for fighters, but this is early. Oh yeah, the good old Bobo Foss fight, aka he's definitely going in that pit.
There he is. And there he goes.
There he goes.
Yeah, I don't feel qualified to even talk about this. I
don't know who put it on here, but did I?
Me.
Oh, you did.
I just thought it's a famous beat 'em up, although it's not two players.
It is, and it is something that a lot of people know, but I don't know if it's actually that good.
I'm sure it's fine, but
I've heard mixed things. I think
another beat 'em up. Yeah, there's another beat 'em up on here. It's probably more interesting anyway. So
yeah, I'm gonna just for our sake.
Fair enough.
If you like this game, then you're wrong. No. It's a good image.
Yeah.
I certainly know what that used to be.
Yeah.
Alright, so, my favorite Marvel vs. Capcom character comes from this game.
Oh, Jesus.
Another one that's technically an arcade port, but this is way, way, way more expanded. Like, has dialogue and shit.
Super Joe.
Oh yeah, you're rescuing Super Joe from Commando, that Capcom arcade NES classic that you totally heard of.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
And this weird map thing.
Hey, watch out for the Hammer Brothers.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, so this game, it's a run and gun, and you have a bionic arm, which you can't jump. Your bionic arm is your replacement for jumping. You can use it to grapple, you use it to swing around. It's a very solid thing.
They did a pretty popular kind of like 360 era remake, didn't they? Not remake, but it's basically like the same gameplay, but in 3D.
Oh,
HD,
right.
Like 2.5D. I'm not referring to the fucking gritty reboot.
An actual remake, or
yeah,
like it's the same style. Seems neat.
it is, yeah, and it definitely feels expansive enough to be like a home release.
Yeah.
I think this is on that disc of mine, so I think I did play this. Didn't get very far, but that's
all right.
Up the music.
I was like, that's a nice remix.
But yeah, you can see what it's doing, but yeah.
I keep getting cutscenes. It's a lot of dialogue, it seems.
There is, yeah, a lot of places where you definitely go around, because it's called Top Secret in Japan.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Sort of an agent feel. A little more with the original game, but...
I need to censor that ending. Oh no, no! Actually, I don't think they did.
Didn't really.
No, they didn't. They didn't. No, that's why it's notable.
It was, but
yeah, his head explodes. Oh no, it's the evil
Bionic backpack.
Yeah.
Hell.
Oh, we're trying to blow up that thing, not him.
Yeah.
So, what do we think?
I'd be alright with that. It feels different enough to.
Oh, we've obtained Fight Cannon. We have.
Good job, Megaman.
That's Capcom, so I can't tell them apart.
So just include that? Sure.
Yeah.
Why not?
Yeah, seems neat. Alright. My favorite Super Nintendo game?
Hi.
Hi.
I highlighted the GBA kind of version of this, but Yoshi quite rightly said this one's probably more notable. The only problem is the insane sprite flicker.
Yeah, no kidding.
Yeah, this is a very compromised arcade port. And I wouldn't call it, on that, except for the fact that, being a home release and be able to play two-player is just a huge boon to the game, even with all the sprite flicker and shit. This is Dodgeball, Extreme Contact Edition, where you just fucking murder the opponents.
Yeah, no kidding.
You got specials and stuff, and...
I just remembered, from iMockery, there's a ROM hacker that's replaced the ball with a baby. And then when you go on this level, because of the way the color palettes work, the baby would be bright red on this level. It's like, oh god. So those damn cobblestones.
Demon baby.
Yeah.
But yeah, you're basically throwing it at the other players, and then you have the sort of side guard on the opponent thing. I've never played Dodgeball, so... But
I played the Neo Geo game.
Despite what this footage would lead you to believe, no, I don't think Dodgeball's big here. That's probably why we just lost. Sucks.
So, I don't know. I played the Neo Geo game. This looks like, I don't know, it's fun. It's on the NES.
Yeah. It's a lot more flickery, but I've played it. I think it's fun.
Yeah. No, if you can get past that, then I think that's a...
The weird Kunio-kun series.
Yeah,
we'll
that's
be
a whole
seeing
thing.
all of that.
Yeah, we'll get back to that, I guess. So we throw that in there?
It's funny because the first game in that is Renegade, which is like one of the often considered the first beat 'em up of all time.
Oh yeah. So yeah, we throw that in there?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, why not? Yeah.
Oh boy.
More generous.
The multiplayer mode probably makes this.
Oh sure, yeah. All right. I haven't talked about this game at all either.
No.
So I almost feel like I should just say, yeah, I did a watch of this fairly recently.
Yeah, we went all through it.
I'm actually pretty proud of that video. It's pretty good. But yeah, we got ourselves a point-and-click adventure game on the NES.
And one of the foundational ones.
Indeed.
Mm.
A really good one.
The Scum engine is named after this game. And, it's really good. This port holds up pretty well, too. It's a lot better than the original port. There was a Japanese exclusive port, I believe?
Yes.
That, looked a lot different and had no music. And, it didn't have scrolling either.
Neither did the actual game.
Sure,
on the PC as well. But...
That's true. Yeah. This port actually adds like more music as opposed to just like the title screen. And it's really, really good. And Maniac Mansion is just itself pretty good. There's some weirdness, like some soft locks and some very silly things, like there's just a button you can press to fucking nuke yourself for no reason. And
but it's still a lot more forgiving than, you say, your Sierra fare.
For sure, yeah. And, you have different characters you can select, which actually changes how you, win the game, which is pretty interesting.
Or at least what paths you can use, yeah.
Yeah, you get some different puzzles.
What's the main objective? Just to save someone, right?
Yeah, get your girlfriend out of the house, or Dave's girlfriend out of the house, and, to stop the scientist from, I don't know, blowing up
Sucking
everything.
out their brains for the Zombomatic.
Yeah. He's possessed by an evil meteor.
Yeah.
Spoilers.
The divergence is how you deal with the purple tentacle guard. There's different ways to deal with it based on your character.
And there's different endings as well, depending on which characters you have. But it's honestly an incredible game. Like, for...
Yeah, you might as well just green it if you're that passionate about it.
Yeah, absolutely. Could not tell you which of this and the PC version is the most known, because they're both very good. You could do either one.
Yeah.
Like, I always thought of this as a PC game, but a lot of that is probably because, the genre as a whole is a lot more PC focused.
Yeah.
That's probably where I found it. But, like, the original developers, like, actually worked on this as well. And it uses the Scum engine, because unlike a lot of games, Scum engine is a platform agnostic one, so they didn't have to go too crazy to do this.
And it also, like, for a point and click on a console, it actually, like, it feels pretty good. Use, like, quick select between a few of the more common verbs. And they also took out some verbs, like, they condensed, with, like, unlock and lock and fix. They just got rid of those. So, yeah, no. It's a good game, good port. Oh boy. Oh no, okay. We're talking about the other one. Super Mario Bros. 2, that is.
Yeah. I'd like to point out those release dates. It's kind of funny. Because that's the initial Japanese release for 3.
Oh, right.
Yeah, they're not as close together as you would, yeah.
Yeah. They I mean, Mario 3 is a pretty impressive game, but to know they only made it in a few weeks makes me respect it even more.
Okay,
Yeah.
so...
This is a game that was originally made for the Famicom Disk System for some Fuji TV special carnival mask thing with its own original characters. But because Super Mario Bros. 2J didn't really fit the Western market as it was, 3 years later. They changed it to have Mario characters here. And then it got integrated into the series at first a little slowly, but eventually, like, full force.
Yeah.
And it became... Nintendo sort of reclaimed their game, so to speak. Because the original game is sort of half owned by Fuji TV or whatever. But this is it's a platformer. You don't jump on people, you pick up things and throw them, which is a pretty simple but good mechanic.
Yeah, it's...
Not used to seeing this footage without Birdo going, "This is as far as you go," and then Mario going, "Rip, rip, rip." We've been kind of teasing these Mario games since the SNES 50. All-Star. We're like, we'll get back to these.
It's actually, that's how I'm most experienced with the Mario Brothers games on the NES, is playing this All-Star versions quite a bit. This game's pretty good. I actually quite like this one. The random roulette there.
Yeah.
I think this one's different enough for it to not just
absolutely.
be swallowed up by 1 or 3.
Absolutely, yeah.
I would just screen up.
Yeah, sure, yeah.
One of the few Mario games I've actually beaten thanks to the GBA.
Oh, yeah. Speaking of Mario Bros. 3... Mario Bros. 3.
This may be like the first event game as far as like, just a big hype machine and such.
Oh, yeah.
It fucking lived up to it.
Yeah.
Without any sound.
Yeah, just take the sound out to... Oh. I'm so used to the All-Stars version with the music there.
Right, yeah.
The debate here isn't whether or not they should make it in. The debate is whether or not one should make it in.
It's very... I want to say something more about this because we've said, like, nothing, but, like...
Yeah.
It's Super Mario 3.
It's kind of great.
Yeah. No, it's certainly good.
People who grew up on this might call it the best in the series, and I wouldn't argue with that, because it's really, really good.
I think I said this before, there's a debate whether it's this or World, but... Damn. So good.
Yep.
Okay, so... Are we just gonna, just yellow 1 and get back to that, or we're gonna review that now?
Yeah, we're definitely gonna green this.
Yeah.
I kind of want to see what the rest of the looks like before I turn the yellows to red.
That's going to be a big factor in whether to conclude one or not, is what our list looks like.
But that one's definitely going in.
So funny, the best games are the ones we spend the least time on, but that's just the way this works. I'm like, yeah, of course that's making it in.
We all know.
So you mentioned Campanella too.
I forgot about this. Pilot Quest. No.
Oh yeah, Pilot Quest, of course.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, this is a game where you run around in a tank in a side-scrolling shooting, and then you can hop out as a little person, and then you go into these doors, which are little dungeons. You gain power-ups that let you get through, that give you extra abilities after defeating the bosses. You can move to the next area, like wall crawling and such.
Oh.
You got some Metroid stuff in it. It's just a solid game. kind of weirdly reworked, because the original version is sort of your very anime sci-fi, space shooter thing, and here they change it to where you your kid whose pet frog falls down a hole where there's a bunch of radioactive shit, and then there's just a tank there, and you put your helmet on. It's like, well, you better go find him. Puts in the helmet and drives the tank around.
Sure, that makes sense. Logical progression. This looks neat as hell.
Yeah, it does. I never really played it, but yeah. I would just green this. This is really ambitious in a good way.
Yeah. This is kind of perfect for our list.
It's like taking the Campanella, a little bit of Pilot Quest.
Yeah,
something else probably.
They took some inspiration from some really good UFO 50 games when they made this.
Yeah. Everyone was ripping them up, ripping UFO soft off. They're like, this is a big game. Campanella 2 is so big on the LX, and Nintendo were just like, we need our take on that.
I like that we skipped past the first one, apparently, of this series, but,
we knew we weren't going to put, all 6 on there.
That's true, yeah. So,
the first one
one's fine,
it has points.
Yeah. Yeah, it's definitely, we haven't 100% grasped what we're doing yet, and then 2 is, we get it now.
Yeah. That's another thing where we don't really need to say a lot. Everyone knows Megaman. If you don't know Megaman, then I don't know what kind of hole you've been living under.
Probably Europe, where he's never been too popular, but yeah, no.
Fair enough.
But yeah. Yeah, no, Megaman's cool. I probably first played it on, I don't know when I first played this, but I know I had the powered up on the PSP, but that's very different.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, this is where they round out the Masters to 8 instead of 6, but
right.
So they introduced the sort of prototype to the Rush power-ups later on. Rush doesn't exist yet, but you have a platform making thing and a platform making thing.
Right.
Which the first game did have the magnet beam as well, but
it's like a Sonic 2 situation where the sequel's just better, honestly, from what I know.
Yeah. And it's, as far as I know, pretty good. I think pretty hard.
It's not super hard, but it's not.
No, it's not as bad as 1.
Right,
1 was quite infamous.
Also, Metal Blade is kind of broken.
Oh, right.
The usefulness of weapons in classic Mega Man tend to be all over the place.
Oh, yeah.
Right.
Everyone loves Top Spin or whatever. So, yeah?
It's this or 3. Definitely not both, they're too similar.
We do have both on the list then. Do you want to talk about it now?
Probably should.
Yeah, probably a good idea.
So...
Oh no, time travel!
So, Mega Man 3.
I feel like this is a bit more polished, and it also has the extra stages afterwards. Before the Wily stages, there's also the revisits of the stages, so to speak. But you kind of go on a different path afterwards.
Mm-hmm. That's it, yeah, because there's probably not going to be a lot of deciding factors between which of these two would get in over the other. So,
yeah,
3 is just...
I understand the debates between 2 and 3 between fans and what I've heard.
Yeah. It is and a lot of the difference is you kind of have to play to more about the level design and such like that.
Right.
The details.
I feel like that's the thing, though, that, we're not going to be able to determine much ourselves.
Yeah.
So, I think I would just go with 3, because it just sounds like, extending the formula in a smart way. And, if people prefer 2, then, you're right.
That's just do that,
Yeah.
Yeah, sounds good.
Back in time. I think I have played this one. Don't know where.
This is an arcade port, a fairly good one. It's got 2 players simultaneous, but it's just roll the marble to the end in the time limit.
Yeah.
Like a physics-based sort of race, I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Race to the finish, I should say.
Really good music as well. Also the arcade version, but this is a fun conversion. It's all the time where anything isometric is a novelty.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The magic spell.
Yeah, that just happens randomly, and you get, like, points for it, but, like, you freeze. It just happens.
Strange?
Yeah, very strange. It is a bit short. It is sort of a very straight port of the arcade game. It is definitely make it all the way through is a bit hard, because it is a port of an arcade game.
Right. Remember, getting dizzy as soon as you fall like an inch.
Yeah.
I
think it's a novel. It might get by that. I don't know.
Yeah.
It's not going to be contending with too much else.
I'm fine with that, yeah.
Yellow, I guess, yeah.
Yellow. Probably included, but yeah, we'll see.
All right. It is the puzzle game. It is the pushing puzzle game.
Someone
made by HAL Laboratory.
Someone got me to play this once. I forgot about this. I've played this. It seems really neat.
It's a really good game. There are 3 games in the US for the NES. They're sort of remixes of puzzles from the Japanese series, which started on the I think the MSX, because HAL worked in the MSX and other Japanese PCs before they went to the NES. And this is sort of just bringing it over to the West. Not just bringing over the best of puzzles, so to speak. All of the games are basically the same, just different puzzle sets. And that applies to the games here too. The goal of the game is you grab all the little heart container pieces and then go to the exit. There's a bunch of enemies, including ones you can push things around. You can also shoot eggs at enemies if you have the power, if you have enough shots, and then you can push around the eggs, but they'll eventually hatch back to normal. And also there are a lot of enemies that activate, or other things that activate once you get all the hearts. Like those skull guys will start chasing you.
Oh,
there's
right.
those Medusa heads that shoot lasers at, like if you get aligned with a Medusa head and you don't have something between you and it just shoots a laser and kills you.
Right.
You can't dodge it or anything. And then you can push eggs into water. There's just a lot going on.
Yeah, this is neat. I enjoyed this. Pretty easy boss in Kirby Superstar though, so. I just love, they were just randomly made a boss in that game because, hey.
In the first game, yeah.
Yeah. Oh, that's right, they were in,
Except they were double to Lolo and La La La.
Yeah. That's right.
Oh yeah, these weird green Jigglypuffs that, fall asleep and stays put when they touch you, so you try to make sure
they block your way if you don't, position them right.
There's quite a few different pieces going on.
Yeah, this one's neat.
It's fine. It might just be green just because I can't think of anything else like this.
Yeah, we don't have a lot of stuff in this sort of genre, so...
And more than you think, but I think this is just pretty good.
Solid
You
execution.
can always ungreen things if something goes wrong.
We were too generous. Oh boy. time to talk about River City Ransom.
Well, immediately he's got one something over that NES port of Double Dragon.
Oh, right.
It's very ambitious. It's like a beat 'em up RPG hybrid. Like sort of free roaming. I don't say open world. It's not, but you can go where you like and level up money and shops. The very influential game as well.
Stronger.
Yeah.
This famous enemies constantly talking to you and saying barf when they get hit.
Yeah, of course. This game won several awards for its writing.
Yeah, like the frat guy's turf.
It is. They did very westernize it.
Oh yeah.
Like warring like Japanese schools. It's basically original rival schools. Yeah, no, it's cool. It plays pretty well as well. Like it's not Streets of Rage, what it is, but it's pretty fun. It's got a good, nice art style that I think's aged pretty well.
Yeah, very quirky game design where there's like I think you can like pick people up and throw them, like do goofy shit like that.
Yeah, lots of weird interactions.
Yeah.
That Scott Pilgrim game from about 10 years ago was heavily influenced by this.
Right.
Yeah, no, I think this is enough of a novelty to make it in, honestly. It's not like my favourite game ever, but it's certainly better than Fist Hell.
Yeah. I'd throw that in there. I'll vouch for it.
Yeah. It's 2-player as well, so...
Oh, yes.
Got more elaborate stats than Final Fantasy.
They probably actually work.
Oh yeah, Final Fantasy had an instant. It's not used for anything. It's not broken. It's just not hooked up to anything.
It just shows you how smart you are, Just flex. What the fuck is this?
Okay, I kind of put this in as a gag.
Alright.
Oh, we'll let this play out. No.
Oh, wait, hold on.
I want to see the intro.
Okay. Wow.
This is one of those games I had on that disc of mine.
I'm sure it emulated great.
No, I don't think it took me a few years to hear that dialogue at the start. They've just kind of stood in front of I thought, why are they just standing in front of the Ghostbusters 2 logo? Which I guess is Columbia's. The plot is this guy's... They can't afford... The orphanage can't afford its rent, and the evil taxman is going to close the orphanage unless the Three Stooges can raise enough money. Which, funnily enough, is actually, the plot of that... Was it, the Farley brothers, did a modern movie? Apparently it's the exact same plot as that. I haven't seen it, but I've heard as much. I'm not sure I actually knew who the Three Stooges were when I played this. I was quite young, so... Yeah, and it's it's a series of mini games which you play at literal random.
Play a board game, basically. You roll dice to move a certain amount of spaces.
Pretty much, yeah. And then you get different endings depending on how much money you've raised. And I think if you get the maximum money and the Stooges marry the orphanage's 3 beautiful daughters or something. This game isn't actually very good. This game kind of sucks.
This is from Cinemaware. They are an Amiga developer. This is a port to the NES, and they are best known for Defender of the Crown, which is in fact in the Amiga version what the title looks like at the start instead of Ghostbusters 2.
Yeah.
It makes a lot of sense. This is Cinemaware in general. They were really boasting they really showed how crazy the Amiga's graphics and sound were, especially for this time. They were very much style over substance.
Mm-hmm.
They were graphically amazing, but the games were very simplistic. And this is taking a game known for its graphics and sound on the amazing Amiga and then throwing it on a system that can't really do that. Although it's doing a lot better than you think.
Mm.
But this is very much a game meant to show off its graphics and sound on a system way too primitive to do that.
Well, speaking of which, I actually could have also included this on PS 150 and GBA 50. This game got ported a lot.
Oh, okay.
Despite not being that good.
Yeah.
I kind of include this as a gag. We're never going to do a watch of this, but I just have funny memories of this. This is like one of the few NES games I knew, and it's this.
It's kind of funny that so the thing is, the hand moves around randomly and you press it to stop. There are, if you land on a mouse trap, you lose a finger, and if you lose all your fingers, the game is over. There are spaces you land on where you just fucking, you just control Larry to do Three Stooges stuff here, and that if you do well, it slows down the cursor, which gradually gets faster during the game. But mostly you're playing mini games in order to earn money.
This is silly as fuck.
Yeah, it is.
The novelty of the voice lines, though.
Yeah, the voice lines came through pretty good.
Yeah.
Wow.
But it's not a good game. It's.
Wow.
That was just trivia.
Alrighty then.
It's all Stooges trivia, by the way.
Of course.
But like, I kind of want to do a thing on Cinemware at some point, but they're great. They're interesting.
Yeah, sure. So, this one just labeled as EarthBound. Interesting.
I think because it's the leaked one.
Oh, yeah, that's right. It actually has that title. Yeah, so EarthBound is the game that no one's ever heard of on the Super Nintendo. What Undertale came out? Oh fuck, everyone knows it now. It was originally a sequel to this game. This game is it's Mother. It's Mother 1, and it's
EarthBound Beginnings when it'll eventually.
Yeah, EarthBound
it
Zero
was mostly translated, but it didn't quite get out.
Yeah.
Because probably the same reason as Mother 3, where it was late, but with the added thing where this was pre-Final Fantasy VII. So
yeah.
JRPGs didn't sell very well outside the Japan.
I think we got it first on the GBA. I think that came out here, or did it
That
not?
was Japan only too.
Oh boy. Either way, this is. I have mixed feelings on this. This game's pretty interesting. It's got a lot of the things that EarthBound was good about. You know, the writing, the music, the colorful.
Kind of amazing for this time as well.
Absolutely, yeah.
The things that made EarthBound are very much in effect, but there's also a lot more of NES RPG in here, and all that entails. A lot of the stuff we talked about in Final Fantasy 1, this is very grindy.
It is. It's EarthBound is also the actual SNES EarthBound was the origin of the rolling health system. This game doesn't have that. So if you take lethal damage, you're dead. And I should say I've never actually played this game. I have watched a full playthrough of it, but the whole
Don't be silly, you can't do that. Trying to eat a bat.
The whole thing where it's like, oh, the trees explode, that doesn't really matter in the other games because you just take some damage and then
the battle ends before it can roll down very far.
Yeah, but in this game, no, it will fucking destroy you. So.
Oh, I didn't know this had a check command, which is basically the one from Undertale.
Oh,
so
right.
You get to exactly see their stats and such.
You know, it's the second time you mentioned that. I genuinely don't know what kind of game that is.
It's weird.
Yeah.
It's like a turn-based RPG, but instead of doing battle, you play like a WarioWare minigame.
Okay.
You dodge. You run around and dodge projectiles.
Okay. Parasite Eve, got you.
Instead of it just being like, you take 32 damage.
Right.
Yeah, I don't know. EarthBound is just kind of better than this, but you can't just ignore this.
It has a unique story, too, and like...
Oh yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
And that matters, because this guy just is on fire with writing.
Absolutely, yeah. The story is really, really good. It actually trails into EarthBound. The main antagonist
is... A little bit, sort of.
the same guy, but there's a... Yeah.
It's like vaguely linked, but you can play them in isolation.
Yes, that's true.
This one is the UFO theme is. This one is the one where the UFO theme actually comes through instead of just being kind of random.
Right.
Because this is definitely about, aliens and shit.
It's not as heavy as its sequels, but it does have the sort of like very emotional, mature, emotional sort of like final confrontation. No, it's good. It's a old RPG, so it has some funniness to it. But
I'm on the fence about green or yellow.
Yeah.
I think the main thing is I don't think we're going to get an RPG that doesn't have some of that, doesn't have that crust. This is going to be definitely the best because of its writing and its not being awful in the other aspects.
That the flavor really sells it. So we might want to just green that one. Again,
yeah,
we
thought we'd find a better RPG on the NES, maybe, but
yeah.
I'm fine with that, yeah.
Okay. Games that we've done watches of.
Oh, yeah.
And games that didn't get localized? No, I don't think this Wanpaku Graffiti did not get localized.
No. Yeah, this isn't like an exceptional game, but I do think it's neat. I think it plays well. It's quite charming. Probably not enough to get it in, but I enjoy it. I suppose the theming is a little bit... Well, Castlevania exists. No, never mind that.
No, but this is goofy. It's goofy.
Yeah, it's goofy, true. Yeah, it is comedic. This is very much a spin-off. It's not that terrifying Splatterhouse 3 image that gave me nightmares as a kid. Thanks, Nintendo Complete. I like where it's gone now, but like this sort of pseudo parallax scrolling. That was quite nice.
Oh yeah.
We've got parodies here. This guy's trying to like make it in because he heard Michael Jackson made it into the Sega 50. I'm like, nah, come on, that's not good. Not just you got to do more than just that.
It's a fine game. It looks like a fine game. I haven't played it, but
we will. I think it speaks for itself. We did a whole watch of it.
I think we're
sure.
Compared to some of the other things we've yellowed, it's got quite a bit to it.
Quite a lot of fun movie references as well.
Yeah.
There's like a girl with like a xenomorph and there's like spiders start pouring out her chest and there's like an exorcist doll or something.
You literally fight the Fly at some point?
The Fly, yeah. Jeff Goldblum Fly. Bye.
Bye. Alright, here's another Stone Cold classic I never played.
Yeah, so Disney partnered with Capcom a lot, as well as other very high-profile developers in the NES era, like good ones, the ones you hear about all the time, and they made good games.
Yeah.
For their Saturday morning block. DuckTales is a sort of exploration platformer thing. You have a pogo cane, which is the big thing. You know,
it's fun.
Yeah. It's got non-linearity. There are different stages, but you also have to like find things in some stages to clear others. And it's just a good, solid platformer.
It has a jaunty little soundtrack to it.
Oh god, yeah. The Moon is one of the most famous.
Yeah. Yeah. Find it now.
Which looks like the Moon.
A different playthrough, so there's 3 of them.
Nope.
There it is. Yep, the Moon theme.
Moon, but it is the boss theme.
Wait.
Yeah, no, I don't know that. I'm kidding.
Then they spend several minutes.
Oh, they're trying to get the worst ending or something.
Oh. How silly. Okay. Alright, I don't know what's going on, but anyway.
There it is. Yeah,
that's it. Yeah.
Oh no, that was a cutscene. That's
okay.
Which is a character from the show, and he runs in, and when you have to give him something from another level, and then he runs in and shoots that barrier.
Gotcha.
This got a remake.
Yeah. But, like the original voice actors, like the guy who voices Scrooge was, I think he was like literally 100 years old when he did it, or close to it.
Damn.
Yeah. I remember reviews complaining that he sounds old. It's like, fucking...
No shit!
It's not like Scrooge himself is a spring chicken either. No spring chicken.
He spends all day diving inside pits of coins. Like, give him a fucking break.
They just get green cheese.
Yeah.
I guess.
Yummy.
Yeah. Moon is made of cheese and shit.
Yeah. Okay, so...
Yeah.
Oh, boy.
I mean... yes or maybe?
Probably yes, but...
Probably yes, because I think the non-linearity kind of separates it from Capcom's own Megaman and stuff.
Right, yeah. Sure.
Oh, wow. Copyright infringement with the Castlevania series, the Konami character Dracula.
I didn't realize this was going to be so late, relatively speaking. I don't know my history. I don't know NES things. This is still before I was fucking born.
This is well, there's 2 different versions on the NES, right? So...
yeah, sort of. I mean, there's one version that got released and one that didn't, because a lot of people said they had the rights to Tetris. They didn't.
Oops!
A lot of people took other people's advice. And you're also dealing with an arm of the Soviet government to get the rights to Tetris, so, But yeah, this is a iteration of the classic Tetris. It's fucking Tetris. This version does not have multiplayer, unfortunately. I mean, the Tengen version has multiplayer, but it's sort of like the arcade version. It's sort of just 2 people playing at the same time, not interacting.
Oh. It's Tetris.
Yeah.
Maybe not be as like vital to say if we did a Game Boy 50, but yeah.
Does that just go in because it's Tetris?
I mean, what else are you gonna... Well, maybe Dr. Mario, but, At least put it green? Yellow? Green?
Yeah.
It's green,
At
probably.
least put it in! Oh,
yeah.
No, yeah, we'll just yellow it. I don't know, like... It's not the most flashy, especially because it's non-multiplayer. I think that's actually kind of a big detriment, but...
I'm going to agree with Yoshi, though. I'm not, like, that sure about it, but it absolutely 100% has to make it in.
Enough out of you.
That is... Right. Yeah, that is kind of like me just changing my mind 3 times in the middle of a sentence. That's where I'm at.
That's fine.
We'll come back to it.
All right. Here we have this little trilogy.
Yeah.
Very well known. It is a port of a series of games called the Mac Ventures for the Macintosh.
Mm-hmm.
And they're ported to here.
But they're really good ports. This isn't just like a...
Well, I mean, they're kind of different ports, but ultimately they were well made, and also they're probably absolutely the best way to play them from a modern perspective because, well, for one thing, the Macintosh at that point was black and white, although it did have high-res graphics. It was kind of interesting because it sort of used like the Macintosh interface for everything, like your inventory was a window and you drag things in and out of the window, which is really funny in this game because you would drag things and it would be the sprite of whatever it is in the world, but like you'd have torches from a bunch of different rooms that would all be from drawn at different, like, you know, perspectives, like some are closer to the thing and the others, so they would be all different sizes in your inventory. You'd like have a huge book and then like a tiny torch, and then when you can leave them in the rooms and they would just like not fit at all. But the real thing is, the original versions kind of had a lot of that adventure game bullshit. These versions, because they knew that you only had one save slot and not really, you know, the ability to just have 90 saves like you have on the thing, they reworked the games to not screw you over in unwinnable situations, and you can also just continue whenever you die. So they are significantly less bullshit.
I like that they did like the Mac Venture games, like the original versions on Steam, and then they also did these NES versions as a separate bundle, which I also own. I've always thought, just for context, so there's 3 of these. The one I played, the one that was on that disc I've already mentioned, was Deja Vu. But I figured, let's just get the whole trilogy in here and probably choose one of them. So, like, yeah, this one's like kind of your medieval kind of fantasy.
Yeah.
With some horror trappings.
The only one where the mechanic from the Mac Venture games sort of survives in the torches, but it's very easy, and it also resets your torches if you totally run out and you continue.
There it is.
There it is.
Yeah. Oh, the spells are kind of weird too, because you originally typed them, but...
Well, you know what they say, this game's really fun unless you're losing.
In any case, yeah, the other ones had like a time limit on the game that was sort of invisible, and that was removed from the NES versions, which is good.
So I guess we're gonna have to talk about 2 other games right now.
Yeah, sort of, yeah.
Yeah.
What's the other one? Because I don't even know.
It's Uninvited and Deja Vu.
Gotcha.
Oh, funnily enough, that thumbnail, that's the image that wouldn't load on Nesticle. It was just like a jumbled up mess. So yeah, this is the one I'm nostalgic for. This is like 1930s Chicago. You wake up with a guy with no memory. Very, very Snatcher. I remember playing this around about the same time as Snatchers. Actually, no, there's a few years there. But anyway.
I very like how this port, like, see how they had a quill in Shadowgate writing the things, and now it's kind of like a typewriter.
Yeah,
it's very good.
Yeah,
it's mostly the same interface, but they themed it very well.
Yeah, I really like that.
Yeah,
the lined paper, the notebook. I really like the tone of this game. The music's really good. Capsules. That's a little bit of censorship there. They're originally syringes, but you can't have like kids knowing about jabbing. There's a bit that doesn't really make a lot of sense because you've got to fill capsules to take a medicine. What it was you had to fill a syringe to take it.
Gotcha.
So,
it's not too bad. There's a lot of stuff in here that's not super adult, but like definitely.
Yeah, if you could like scrub the video just backwards slightly. I think there's that guy on the table. Yeah. It's not like gory or anything, but it's, people dying.
Yeah, this
it's
is
not
very
like
much
a lot of blood or anything, but it's a cool mystery because you find out who you are and also why this has happened to you and what's going on with all these other characters.
I'll have to check
Quite
this
open
out.
as well. It's cool, yeah. The end game's a little bit odd. I mean, it's not really a spoiler. You have to like dispose of a ton of items before you make your final move. And if you haven't disposed of all of them, you get a bad ending. But as long as you save and generally know what you're doing, it's not too bad.
There's this place in the sewers where you can just dump things and they disappear forever. That's because in the original Mac Venture games, you could just drag things onto the scene and drop them on the scene. Like, you could literally drop anything anywhere and it would stay there, and then you can pick it back up again later.
Yeah, but don't do that until you're ready to end the game, because you might... I guess you could soft lock, I guess?
I don't think so. I think they don't let you throw away... If you try to throw away something that's important, they're like, hey, you might need that.
Oh, that's good to know. Right. But, yeah.
This game was very much anti-soft lock compared to the originals, which were soft lock.
Cool. Good to know.
Nice.
So honestly, I'd say of the three, this is probably the one I would vouch for the most, but we should probably look at Uninvited as well. It's also got a sequel on the Game Boy Color. I think it was like a NES game that was cancelled, and then it eventually came to the Game Boy Color.
Good thumbnails.
It was one of the Mac Adventures, by the way, though. So.
Right, but they didn't do like the 8-bit port.
Yeah.
So this is this theme is like haunted house.
Hey,
That's
Nightmare.
kind of your theme there. Honestly, yeah. Probably influenced by this.
Absolutely influenced by these games. They're pretty famous.
Yeah. The interface is so good as well. I know we've already said it, but just for a D-pad, everything kind of like snaps into place. It's probably better than Maniac Mansion.
Yeah, Maniac Mansion
obviously
wasn't
perspective
bad,
different,
this
but...
is way even better.
Yeah.
No, not at all. But this feels a bit more made a bit more with consoles in mind.
This is a very good port with a lot of thought put into it by a company I've never heard of. Oh no, actually Kemco, I've heard of them a little, but
Yeah.
I guess, without really knowing anything else about the games, though, the Deja Vu definitely seems like the one I'd go for.
yeah, it's hard because not obviously only one can get in because they're very similar, and it's really all about the theming. None of them is like stronger than the other. It's just what game you know, what type of story appeals to you.
Sure.
I think Shadowgate is a little more famous than the other two, but they're all pretty famous, and I think it's fair to go with Deja Vu if you two are very, that's what's appealing to you, and I agree that it's definitely different from the other two. A bit more novel setting of a point and click at this time.
Because we've got other like kind of haunted houses, and we've got other medieval fantasies, but not many sort of film noir 30s,
Yeah.
Although I've said that, speaking of haunted houses,
I was about to say.
Are we going back to the correct area?
Yes.
Okay.
I did double check that before I said that. I was like,
Oh, Capcom.
Yeah.
Yeah. This is a licensed game based off a horror movie that is totally unremarkable, except for the fact that they made a game about it.
Yeah.
And they had full cooperation with the things, which the game was given free reign to do what it wanted, even if it wasn't for the thing, but really it's just an expanded version of the thing. It's fleshed out more.
They're like a team of like, what are they, like parapsychologists for
journalists? The story is you're like, this mansion used to belong to a painter. You're a team of people who want to restore the paintings in this abandoned mansion because you think this guy's like an underrated person, an underrated, a gem, and you want to preserve his painting.
Yeah.
Yeah, so there's like there's one person who like is a painting restorer, and you're also making a documentary about it. So like Blair Witch Project almost.
Yeah.
But when you get in, there's a ghost who doesn't want to let you leave and is trying to kill you.
Yeah.
Place is haunted as fuck.
And probably the biggest legacy of this is that this was the inspiration for Resident Evil. I think Resident Evil was originally going to be like an adaptation of this or port or something, but then it became its own thing.
Yeah.
But yeah, without Sweet Home, there was no Resident Evil.
It is a exploration game like Resident Evil, except it also has RPG battles.
Evil Doll!
It has the unique mechanic where you have 5 team members. Oh yeah, you can only carry. You can group them up, but in true horror movie fashion, they have to be a maximum of 3 in a group. So you can only have 3 people sneaking around each other. But in battle, you can call out for help, and then it'll kick you back to the overworld, and you can bring the other party there to help out, and then fight them with all 5 characters.
It's an insanely creative game for the NES.
Yes. Yeah, and Japan only.
Right.
I don't know if I want to spoil it, but there's a particularly infamous scene in this game that's like really kind of messed up for the NES. Maybe not so much the Famicom, but...
Right. Well, I think I'll leave that where it is. This sounds neat as hell.
Yeah.
I don't know if it holds up, but it's...
puzzle RPG. I've heard it does, actually.
It holds up. It's probably the RPG that holds up the best in RPG mechanics on this entire list.
Damn.
I haven't played too much of it, but like, it isn't very grindy. It is a little grindy, but like,
sure.
I played a bit of it as well.
Other shit.
Yeah, I actually took some time to play this.
I'd throw that in there. That seems neat as hell.
Yeah, I'll just make it green. Yeah.
It is. Yeah, this is. There's a reason they went back to this.
All right. Well, I'm happy to introduce our next game.
Yeah, this is the inferior version of Batman Happy. This is...
Batman neutral.
Yeah.
Michael Keaton stoic. Oh boy, Batman. I kind of feel bad I forgot to put the Sega Sunsoft game in that list. I mean, it may not necessarily made it, but that game's really good as well. I was kind of annoyed I forgot about it. But we have this one, which is a completely different game.
This is Sunsoft. The NES was Sunsoft's era to shine. Like, apparently they made, like, very early on, they weren't that good. They made the game, which is basically the Room of video games, as far as the Japanese audience is concerned.
Oh.
Yeah. But then in the they once they knew what they are doing, the Sunsoft NES library they are a tier 1 developer. They are very good.
Nice.
This soundtrack's incredible.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, there were good soundtracks as well.
Mm.
So, game proper, though. Just kind of a platformer?
It's like a wall jump.
Oh.
Yeah, this first level's very simple. Might want to jump ahead a bit if you want to really see what it can do. I've heard it compared to Ninja Gaiden, but I've played this, I've never played Ninja Gaiden, so I don't know.
Right.
Looks really nice as well, kind of catches that. Yoshi, you said this about the Sega game when we did that watch, but this is also true here, like the black backgrounds really complement the Tim Burton Gotham.
Yeah.
You know? It's very dark.
Yeah, it looks nice. So,
I've dabbled with it. I can't say everybody sat down and played it, but I don't know, just kind of
good, but I don't
get
know
Batman
if
here.
best Sunsoft on offer, which is because Sunsoft is really good. I'm going to put it yellow. Definitely.
yeah.
Alright, that's fine.
We'll see some things later on.
Sure.
I'm not used to this version when he doesn't have like a big bulbous head and you can't breathe very well. Oh, jump's really cool.
Yeah. Alright, we should have probably talked about this earlier, maybe, but...
Yeah.
Oh yeah, the film thing which is through the first 3 games. Also, yeah, not only that did they do the horror monsters, but they also had this film strip thing. They were very much into the classic films theming.
Yeah. The Universal movies.
That's neat.
We'll quickly mention the fact that the Japanese version has slightly better music. Because it has the cartridge actually has some extra channels built into it.
Yeah. It had a more fully featured mapper, but Nintendo of America was a bit more strict with the number of mappers the kinds of mappers you were allowed to use. But this is Castlevania 1, but better. Well, I don't know if better, but it's got a lot.
It's definitely more extensive.
It's more extensive. It's got different paths to go on. Depending on which path you go on, you'll find one of 3 characters you can recruit to help you out.
Mm-hmm.
Which you can find the witch, Sylpha Benaldes or whatever.
Sypha.
Sypha, who has a lot of different her sub weapons are all very powerful and magical and stuff. You have Grant, who was very heavily changed in the US version to be a bit more playable. He actually throws knives instead of just using a knife as a melee weapon. But in both versions, he can crawl on walls and ceilings and stuff. He's a cool thief. And then, of course, you have Alucard. And once you get a character, you can switch back and forth between that character and yourself by pressing select at any time.
I guess it's also worth noting that this is the basis for the original run of the Netflix Castlevania show. Although no Grant, fuck him, I guess.
But yeah, Alucard can shoot fire. He's the son of Dracula. He wants to, vengeance.
And it just looks like his dad here.
Yeah. Well, in the manual, he looks like Count Chocula.
Yeah. Why didn't they carry that over to Symphony?
But yeah, he shoots fireballs and he can turn into a bat, which means flying. That's his version of a sub weapon. It eats up parts.
It's neat.
And of course, this is the classic sub weapon setup, which we didn't really talk about in the first game, including getting double and triple power ups so that you have 2 or 3 at a time.
Mm.
So,
there's definitely a green, but is it over Castlevania 1? I mean, it's just way more elaborate.
Yeah, it's like what do we know are the benefits of 1 over 3? And as far as I know, nothing.
Really, nostalgia.
Having more Castlevania to play.
Yeah. So we'll make that our green then. What did we do with the other one? It was yellow. Sorry, Castlevania, you're dead.
And I hope Might to be dead.
I had forgotten about this.
This is another one that was on that disc of mine. That's why I know it.
Oh yeah, Indiana Jones.
Well, yeah, weird. Yeah, it's David Crane's David Crane was the guy behind Pitfall, and he was one of the founders of Activision, which was founded because Atari kind of sucked.
Nope.
It was very corporate. It was Time Warner. Not Time Warner. It wasn't Time Warner yet, but anyway, this is a game where you have a little blob and you feed it jelly beans that make it turn into stuff, and then you explore a very open world to eventually complete your goal of returning to his planet and overthrowing the bad guy who got there.
Yeah. And they feed the blob jelly beans, and it's like the punches a hole in the ground. And it's quite open.
It's kind of open and random. It's very much like Pitfall 2.
Right.
You can very much tell it's made by the same person.
Yeah. Yeah, Pitfall 2 was like crazy ambitious. Like ridiculously ahead of its time. You kind of get the idea here. You kind of get points, and there was like an end game where
you find jelly beans all over the place, and you find different jelly beans that let you do different things. And just explore the world and find good shit.
Blowtorch, okay.
It definitely feels like an Atari game, though. You can definitely tell where he was coming from.
Well, it sort of feels like an Atari game, but not. It also.
I mean, not like technically, but
yeah.
Just as kind of like free roaming, kind of just get points kind of mentality. Although it's not just getting points, there is an end game, but there is like a correct way to go if you know what you're doing. Like speedruns of this game are pretty straightforward. They do not involve coming down here, I don't think.
Right.
Very unique game.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah, it is for UFO 50. I guess you just knew that was like that.
So, that's neat. We throw it in there?
It's on though, admittedly.
Yeah. What? We want to throw it on there?
Yeah.
You know what, sure, it's got enough UFO 50 quality to it. It's not like the best game on here by a long shot, but it's novel enough. It's kind of weird.
Sure.
It was definitely something UFO Soft would make.
Yeah. Is this another Capcom thing?
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay. YouTube, I swear to God.
This is me, damn it. I've heard this game's pretty good. It has like 2-player. I mean, it's Chip and Dale. You'd be kind of ripped off if you didn't have co-op. But from what I've heard, it's very good, but it's not as good as DuckTales if you kind of lump it in with the other Disney Capcom game.
Right.
You have to, but it's a platformer. It's got a little bit, but it's not crazy.
Pretty much.
It's throwing boxes, I guess.
You were throwing the hell out of them boxes.
It's called Chip because he chips the hell out of his boxes when he throws them. It's got the mini world thing going on. I appreciate that. And the Mini and Max thing.
Oh, yeah.
Throwing shit. Honestly, it might be an influence.
Oh, maybe. So,
I'm not an expert on this game, though. So...
Yeah, I think kind of a red.
We kind of got this covered. Yeah.
We got this covered. Yeah, that's fine.
We can finally find out what's going on with that game that infected the spreadsheet.
Great.
Okay, so yeah, Solar Jetman and the Hunt for the Golden Warship by Rare. This is a weird little game where you control a spaceship, sort of, Gravatar style. Where, it's an asteroids-type hysteria ship, but you also,
You ram into walls randomly?
Yeah, there's this portal in the beginning that has a bunch of bonus areas, but you can only do it if you're outside. You can only enter it if you destroy the ship and are floating around as yourself.
Silly.
Interesting. Oh, okay.
Just a bonus area.
Those went from Campanella 1 to Campanella 3.
But yeah,
I'm not gonna lie. This might be the first game I've seen on here I literally didn't know a thing about.
Yeah, this is basically you explore around these planets and you try to pick up things and then tug them back to the home base. And you eventually getting the pieces of the golden warship that was stolen, but spaceship or whatever. But you're also getting money to buy a bunch of upgrades for your vehicle, and just yeah, you can always refuel and restock at your home base, but you do have to worry about fuel out on the field. And it's kind of what you explore there. You gotta watch for gravity, and you propel yourself in a
What's the objective?
Spaceship. Find the parts of the golden warship spaceship.
Oh, sorry, you did. I'm sorry, you did say that. Sorry.
It's a warp ship. That's right, not a warship.
This looks incredibly novel.
Yeah, it's kind of like Gravatar, but not a bit.
I really like the graphics.
Yeah. The ship's real nice looking.
Yeah, that animation.
Seems neat.
I would just green this. This looks like it's not going to develop with anything. I don't think. Like how open it is, and
let's green it 9 times.
Yes.
Yeah, right.
We are Nintendo. We challenge borders. You cannot beat us.
We talked about. Huh?
It's the man. It's the Doctor Man.
Mm.
It's Dr. Mario.
Mr. Doctor. I don't know.
It's Dr. Mario.
It's Dr. Mario.
What do you want me to say?
I play this game a lot on the SNES, but this is that, but on the NES.
This is where it actually came. And
Yeah.
It does have multiplayer battles. It's Dr. Mario, okay? Look, sometimes we analyze things. Sometimes we look at Dr. Mario.
It's a good puzzle game. I like Dr. Mario.
I have nothing to say.
What is our puzzle game looking like? Well, maybe just yellow that until we maybe get another look at it. That's good. I don't know.
It's not really something that's compromised whatsoever by being 8-bit, is it?
Nope.
No, not really. I mean, it was a later compilation release, Tetris and Dr. Mario. It was mostly just... here we have another Sunsoft classic with very memorable music. Sort of a run and gun. You have special weapons you can use that have limited ammo, and you get more of them as you go through the game. It's just a very solid game overall. And also, it was
this is the one that was a Terminator.
Yeah, yeah. Because you can definitely see it in here, this first level here. It was going to be a Terminator game, but the license ran through, so they made up their own story.
Fair enough. Well, the first time that's happened.
Catchy music, damn.
Yeah.
Yeah. But it's just a very solid little run and gun shooty thingy. Platformer-y thingy.
Yeah.
Huh. The only downside is just that it's in a relatively
crowded genre.
Yeah. It looks fine.
Fair
just
enough. Yeah.
I'm willing to throw that.
Yeah, I don't have any strong opinions. Looks fine.
I'm willing to throw that in yellow and then probably included, depending on I'm not even really sure what our whole thing is looking like right now. So, let's move on.
So 4K, 60 FPS. There you go.
Mm.
I like this, although I played the Game Boy version. Wasn't this like Japan only? This specific version? Because I know for a fact I played this game on the Game Boy.
I have no idea.
Yeah, you play as Kid Dracula, who may or may not be Alucard.
Yeah.
Pawn people.
Cartoony. Yeah, it's like Wanpaku Graffiti, but Castlevania. Oh yeah, and the final boss is was it Galamoth, who's like the hardest boss in Symphony of the Night.
Right. Yeah.
Platformer, cartoony, good music. Probably outclassed though in this genre. Honestly.
Yeah. Yeah.
You can turn into a bat and things like that. You can unlock power-ups, but yeah, it's kind of diminishing returns here.
Yeah, it seems neat, but I mean,
Mm.
I think I'm more intrigued by the previous game we just looked at. I don't know. It's
It's kind of weird, this cartoony, and then you go up and there's the old clock tower shit. Like, you can see the Castlevania type blocks in the clock tower type block.
Yeah.
Hey, there's the pendulum. That's been in a couple of those games, I think. But so I mean, we could yellow it, but I'm kind of...
I don't quite see this one going through, yeah.
Yeah.
Probably just afford to red things.
Yeah.
It seems especially harsh for this, but we're just reaching that point.
Yeah. I mean, it looks fine. I'm not going to complain. It doesn't look special enough, I suppose.
Megaman as well, kinda.
Yeah. Pinbot.
This is appropriate because this just got announced for Pinball FX.
Yeah, this is a conversion of a real pinball table.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah, you know those...
A bit of an older pinball table that like starting to implement, like it's more like Black Knight 2000 than the more modern pinball tables.
Are you playing clacks at the same time?
No, that's the table. I think this was made by Rare, and so you know those modern kind of digital versions of real world tables that you can get in abundance now, like Pinball FX and Pinball Arcade. Well, this is that basically just on the NES. They converted a real table. There was also High Speed, which I think was by the guy who did Black Knight. But I went with this one because I think Pinbot's slightly better known. And like I said, they've just Pinball FX literally this week has added this table to that. So yeah, it's real pinball.
That's wild.
The part
and
where
it's
if your
made
score
and it's
gets
very
high
rare.
enough, if your score gets really high, your ball turns into this like wedge thing.
What?
That has wacky physics.
Huh.
Right, okay, yeah, I guess not a sim in, yeah. Not a sim in that regard, I don't know. But yeah.
Then that happens.
Interesting.
Yeah, they had some fun. I suppose it's doing again the pinball games here, but the split screen thing's really interesting.
Yeah.
Very solid way, that they kept the flippers visible.
Yeah.
Very well programmed.
Yeah, that's interesting.
Like I said, at least a yellow.
Yeah.
Oh, right, the actual table has a digitized voice and they've managed to carry that over.
That's crazy. I kind of want to throw that in there, because I don't know if we're going to get anything else like this.
Yeah, we're not going to get
I'll be right with that.
quite like this, so yeah.
Fine.
It's neat.
It's just me, okay.
Alright, we got Star Tropics here. This is kind of a weird duck. It was made specifically for the American audience. Got a bit more Western humor to it, but it's also
It is Japanese, right?
It is a Japanese developed game, yeah.
I know, like, it was kind of made me think like the Goonies or something, you know, like those kind of 80s movies.
Yeah, but it's semi-Zelda-like, only sort of. Use your yo-yo to kill people and go through little dungeons. It's got an interesting little thing going on. It isn't afraid to pull some dick moves sometimes.
Interesting looking game.
Very kind of realistic. No, I mean kind of contemporary, set in the modern day.
Yeah. Although you are in an island chain far from normal civilization, or whatever you want to try to call it.
Yeah, everything I know about this was from quite an old review on YouTube, but it seems made. No idea what's going on here.
Oh, this is where you dress up as a girl to go into the girls only place.
Oh,
okay, that old trope. I don't even mean this sarcastically. That is a trope.
Yeah. It's happened a lot. You respond. Huh. So, do we have anything more substantial to say about it other than just it's neat, or?
Not that I can say, unfortunately.
No, I'm afraid that's about all I've got. Heard good things, though. Nice kind of charming setting and music.
Yeah.
The edge of yellow,
quite quirky.
I think.
Yeah. It's supposed to like might be a bit off of it, but like makes me think like EarthBound if it was Zelda. I don't know.
Right.
No, it's not. It doesn't get as heavy as that though.
In the more lighthearted sense, yeah.
Yeah. Or maybe like a Japanese take on Western, tropes.
Yeah. Oh yeah, and there's the famous part where you are told to look at the letter you received from your dad, like grandfather or dad or whatever. You have to dip a page in the manual in water to reveal a secret message.
Right.
Jesus Christ. Okay.
Look on the box for the code.
All right. This is on here.
Yeah.
Don't know what to expect.
Soft.
Okay. Da-da-da-da.
Oh, right, this has like surprisingly elaborate cutscenes.
Yeah.
Interesting movie, by the way. Like, extremely meta, but anyway, not reviewing the movie. What happened there? Gizmo got the cotton swab and then immediately got water on him?
Yeah, apparently.
Guess that whoops, mission failed? It's just a very solid top-down action game from Sunsoft, so you know it has good music. Imagine Festus Quest, but maybe a bit better.
Huh.
I'm not an expert, I just know it exists, and it looks quite good. The NES isn't quite my thing, It's all kind of kind of external knowledge. A few of these I've played, personally.
This does look a lot better than I would have expected for a movie game.
Yeah, but it is Sunsoft, so...
Yeah.
I think we just don't know enough about it to really put it on a list or anything.
Yeah, it also looks pretty fine. So,
that's how many like kind of. Well, we just came off a top-down one, so that doesn't help.
Yeah.
But mostly I don't think we have enough experience between us to like even put this on a list.
I mean, I've probably put Star Tropics over this if you just go and buy top down.
Yeah. Yeah.
I know I'm more confident talking about the NES than the N64, but still, this is not a console I owned.
What is this? Sofel.
The Wall Street.
It's the Wall Street Kid. Look at him.
He's a comic book hero going by this title?
No, they're kind of going for that, I guess. Like I think the cover was pretty good.
Hey,
but it
Ruth
is
can't be the ruthless banker. She has a Ruth right there. Okay, this is a stock market simulation.
Yeah,
it's like
it actually is. And one thing I like about this game is they didn't like adjust it for inflation, so he starts off with like he inherits like something like billions of dollars.
Oh no!
What is it? Yeah,
in line for an inheritance of billions of dollars, but he has to prove himself by a businessman by making enough money with this seed money that they get to get like a castle or something. So
right.
Wait, so he's going to inherit billions of dollars, but he has to make a bunch of money in order to get the money?
Yes.
I guess it's to prove that he knows what he's doing with it.
Yes, exactly. Something like that. It's
sure.
It's one of those stupid wills.
It's better than staying overnight in a haunted castle.
Yeah.
One thing I just know is that they didn't, when they translated the game, they just changed the yen sign to a dollar sign. So everything's just been hit by like a massive amount of inflation. Everything's just super exaggerated.
Perfect.
It's just I kind of like stumbled across this like kind of like as a joke. But then I like actually looked into the game. I was like, actually, that's kind of novel. That's not something we have. You know, stock market simulator.
You read the news for like tips on what's going to happen to certain companies.
Like Rado. I was just scrubbing through the bar for more interesting gameplay, and it's just like, no, this is it.
No, this is the game.
This is what you got. It's stock market. That's very interesting.
They're trying to make it. Making it cartoony is interesting.
Yeah.
It's a weird contrast.
There's some extra mechanics here and there, like you have to buy a bunch of stuff for your girlfriend. Because that was also a pretty part of the thing.
All right.
I don't know. This guy $500 to get this tutorial.
So,
it's super out there. It's got UFL 50 value for sure.
Yeah, sure.
You get go to like the end. I just wanted to see where like what this culminates in. Like, oh, you got it or something. Yeah, well, yeah. I mean, spoilers, I guess. You're rich. And you got the castle. I like the art.
Yeah.
I don't know if that's enough to get it in, but it's definitely unique. This can be you if you invest in my pyramid scheme.
You're holding top secret documents out in the open.
Yeah. Yeah, why are they top secret?
You
became a ruthless capitalist.
Right.
You became the Wolf of Wall Street.
We can yellow that
take
one.
A bunch of quaaludes and pass out trying to drive home. Waste on a bunch of coke. I don't know.
as was the style at the time.
Artist.
I feel like if they made this now, they would make it 80s style, because, you know, like, the 80s was the era of Wall Street.
Yeah.
Well, this is like, I know it's a 90s release, but it's 8-bit.
Yeah.
So the ending is just everyone standing around you going, congratulations, congratulations.
And trying to force in a pun if they can.
Amazing.
Well, I mean, I know if my friend became like a trillionaire, I'd be like, have I ever mentioned how much I like you?
Okay, this is kind of an interesting one. It has a bit of overlap with some of the other things, but it's got a lot. It's got this sort of cinematic thing going on where it's trying to be like every 80s action movie at the same time. So you've got like sci-fi like shit, like Blade Runner shit, but you've also got like you also end up going to like the jungles of South America for like, you know, commando type shit. But there's also it's like every 80s movie as at once, and it tries to be sort of cinematic. It has a lot of cutscenes, and it also has like a cold open before the title screen. This stage right here. This is just one of there's the car shooting stages, but there's also side-scrolling action stages.
I'm say this and the whole thing.
I'm very wowed by the way the roads are designed here. This sounds like a nightmare to drive on. These lanes are constantly growing and disappearing.
Yeah. And even like the kinds of things they weren't able to put in the game, like there's just a Chinese Chinatown with a bunch of like fucking Jiangxi and stuff like that.
I was gonna say we just saw those in Kid Dracula.
Yeah, there's also Pumpkinhead.
Like all the ones they couldn't like fit into the actual story, they still put as stages in the game anyway. Like there's a very Mr. X type mansion at the end too. It's just all over the place, but the core gameplay is pretty cool.
Got a jungle.
And it's got enough of a plot to, justify cutscenes. Got some interesting thing. Oh, of course, the sewer.
Yeah, of course. Couldn't escape that, no matter how hard we tried. Hope we got a lab.
I want to see one of those cutscenes.
Oh, sure.
That's a reoccurring thing as well, I'm realizing.
Yes, this is very... Ninja Gaiden was very famous for the,
What, the zoom in on the eye?
No, this in general, this kind of...
Yeah.
Oh yeah, you blow up this boss and oh no, they mutated your friend. Now killed her.
Christy.
Well, I've seen this twist now, so I'm definitely never going to play it now.
I'm playing Puyo Puyo back here, leave me alone.
This is one of the few games I've just straight up never heard of in the slightest, so...
I didn't hear until recently, too. It kind of apparently got overshadowed on its original release.
Hmm. Oh, Castlevania.
Yeah, I was going to say, we're at Dracula's castle now, I guess. There's Grant. We just killed him.
Something's up with that music.
That's... ambitious. Dracula's calling. It's just like, get out of my game. I hate you. It seems pretty good, again, but it's also, like... I don't know what else to say about it.
Unless one of us is, like, truly championing it. I kind of like getting cult games on here, but I don't know enough about this to put it on instead of, like, a more famous one of the same genre.
Yeah, I just really wanted to talk about it.
Yeah, sure.
That's fair. I mean, it looks cool.
Yeah, it does. A yellow it. I just feel bad because it does look really neat.
Oh yeah, I forgot. There's also some fucking first-person like shooter things. It's not like on like Bayou Billy, but
oh god, Bayou Billy.
That's the ending. But
Adventures of Bayou Billy.
It'd be hard to find it through. Through.
What was the other thing I was thinking of? Huh?
Huh?
There was some weird text at the beginning of the video. Anyway, so Battletoads.
Yeah.
This is the Rayman of this series. Only it's incredibly technically impressive. Like this is just trying to do the most insane things they can. It's nominally a beat 'em up, but like there's a lot of stages that just completely shift what you're doing.
Yeah,
but it's also balls hard for no reason.
Yeah, and it's like harder in 2-player because you're just running into each other.
Yeah, and also the game is bugged on one stage where you can't complete with 2 players because the second player doesn't move.
Oops!
Amazing.
So
this is just, hey,
but
we can
it is
do
a technical
TMNT.
marvel.
Yeah, for sure.
Like we get to the boss of this area, so to speak.
Oh yeah. Jeez. Yeah, I remember. Yeah, this game does a lot of neat stuff, but it doesn't. It seemed very
Too fucking hard.
Yeah, I don't feel enticed to play it because it doesn't seem like I'd have a lot of fun playing it.
No.
Which is a problem?
Yes.
So,
like I said, it's the Rayman of this particular console.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Juggling birds, that's fun.
Yeah, it's a shame.
So probably not.
Yeah, probably not.
But we have to mention it because it is kind of
famous.
Yeah.
Crazy.
Yeah.
The fucking juggling.
Anyway. Alrighty.
So,
this is a lot.
As part of
I put this on. Not well. I mean, not entirely a joke, but it's just kind of like I realized Bomberman hasn't been considered for every single list. Oh no, Bomberman is on every single final list, right? In some form, yeah. So I just thought, come on, he's gonna at least have a chance for this one. But I don't actually know anything about this game.
As someone who's played it, this is a very small upgrade to the original game, other than the fact that there's multiplayer. But at the same time, the multiplayer is very basic. There isn't any power-ups other than, more bombs and more fire. I actually kind of like the first game a little more, only because of when it was made. It was more impressive for the time, so to speak.
Right, sure.
It's kind of.
I think I probably just looked at this one because I was like, well, it's got to have multiplayer, right?
It does, yeah.
Okay, the fact you can walk over these blocks is weird to me.
Oh well, no, that's a power up.
Is it? Okay.
Yeah, to walk over blocks. There's a lot of really broken power ups in the early Bomberman games.
Okay. I gotta say that, man, there's not much cartridge space, but they used it for that bomb PCM sample, and I think that was well done. That's a really good explosion sound.
Yeah, there are a ton of games that use some PCM samples.
But if you're gonna get one sound effect right in a Bomberman game, it should be the bomb.
Yeah. Although, oddly enough, it's hard to hear, but it's actually a little fucked up because apparently the bits were reversed in a weird way because the way that It's complicated, but it was a mistake with the documentation on the NES.
Huh.
It's also partially why double dribble sounds so weird in that one game. But
so, I mean, it's Bomberman. It's NES Bomberman, so it's simpler, but I don't know. It looks fine. Do we include it as a fun joke, or
is this going to break the streak?
I don't think it's that impressive. It's alright. Even though it has multiplayer, it's a very basic multiplayer.
Sure, yeah.
So is that going to be the first... Yeah, fair enough. Damn. Thanks for being our mascot.
Sorry, Bomberman.
Why not put him, like... Was it Mega Man 1 with, like, Bomb Man?
Yeah.
That count?
Alrighty. This is another of my favorite WarioWare micro game.
But yeah, this is, like, at the very beginning there was the golf, there was golf. Yeah, for the NES.
In the beginning, there was golf, and it was good.
But anyway,
and on the seventh day, he added Mario.
But anyway, that was the first game to have the sort of power meter that we associate with golf games nowadays. You know, the backswing, forward swing, double click game. And then there were some games Japan only, and then this is sort of the final evolution of golf on the NES. We've got Mario in his star-spangled outfit, although that's only really on the title screen because palettes. We've got a number of different courses. There's a bunch of randos you can match play, which is sort of the campaign, and you earn money, and then like Donkey Kong is running the bank, and it's old Donkey Kong, so he's fucking huge.
Oh yeah.
But mostly it's just a very solid evolution of the golf.
My only thought is it certainly looks like a golf game.
Yep. I like golf. I like golf games.
You have $60,000.
Yay!
Invest that into castles or whatever.
Interesting.
How are we doing for sport games?
Not none,
Some
but
maybes.
not like a lot.
What a weird sequence for just saying you won.
Yeah.
I've got a strong feeling, so I'm completely meh on this.
I think it's probably one of the stronger, well, this Tecmo Bowl, obviously.
Yeah. Maybe, and we'll come back to it.
Okay. Fair enough.
Look at what our sports counter is.
Welcome to the sports counter.
Shatterhand.
Yeah, guy punches a wall and he's like, "Oh, my hand."
We didn't include Street Fighter 2010 or whatever the fuck that was called.
Ow!
That
So here's the opening of Robocop.
his hand is certainly being shattered by bullets.
Yeah.
Cool intro, sure. All right.
Just. Did I put this on?
Apparently.
I think so. Because I've never heard of it.
God, I really should be more conscious of talking about these.
Okay.
This is a fun, like, kind of action game with you, but fudging things. It's kind of been that kind of was it Vice Project Doom thing of being kind of culty and a bit more obscure. Oh, and you get a stand.
It looks
like you have the Alphazar's hat thing.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. It looks pretty cool.
Yeah, that's probably maybe a bit too generous about what I was putting on the list. So, not to say this isn't worthwhile. It's probably my thing was probably like it is worthwhile, but can't really talk about it. Whoops.
Nobody
this kind of reminds
knows
me a lot. This reminds me a lot of the Sunsoft Batman game. Maybe it's just the size of the sprites.
Yeah.
The level design.
The guy's strut.
Yeah.
Very Batman-like.
But without first-hand experience, I can't justifiably put it on.
Oh, you can jump onto these background great things.
The Vega thing.
It looks pretty neat, but it doesn't look like it has that.
Yeah,
I mean,
special enough.
Yeah, we just don't know what to say about it. We don't have anything to say, so.
Just read it. I can't.
Just read it.
I can't.
It looks cool though. I might play it or something, but until we know more about it, we can't put it on this list.
Oh, it's Vega.
Yeah.
Other Vega.
Yeah. You kill M. Bison, and then you go into the Street Fighter tournament.
Oh man, here we are, the legend.
Yeah, this is a sports game I've heard of.
It's one of the most renowned sports games to this day.
Why is that?
It
just plays well?
Mostly, it's just a. I think a lot of it's just a very arcadey game without sacrificing what makes it football.
There's also a lot of stuff going on screen for an NES.
Yeah.
This is the American football equivalent of, like, sensible soccer, and I think, it's just, you could hand someone the controls, explain the controls, and they'll get it, although, in this case, you might have to explain the rules of this particular sport.
Yeah.
It's a bit harder when you live on this continent,
but,
yeah. Whereas sensible soccer is like, kicking the net, right?
Yeah.
But I feel like those two are definitely cut from the same cloth, Probably why they're both so popular. Like this is huge in the States from what I know, and sensible soccer is like massive in Europe. So yeah, I played this. It's just fun.
With the essence, it's just very fun. Yeah.
There's no gimmicks. It's just the controls are tight. The AI. It's just kind of the complete package.
It's also one of the very first games to have an NFL license. Its predecessor, Tecmo Bowl, it didn't have an NFL license, but it had a NFL Players Association license, so it could name the players, but it couldn't name the teams or put the NFL logo.
Wow.
Such and such playing for.
That's the one that gets re-released, where they just blank out all the names that appear in the top right and left, and then they have a copyright-free version of it.
Isn't there a particular player who was just like insanely good or something?
Probably.
Well, my depth here. I love the rules of this sport just so I can play Mutant League football.
Yeah, but it's got the very stylish scenes too. For the
little cutscenes. That adds a lot of color.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Really good music.
Things like hunts and such.
I think we gotta add it. It's
It's very good.
That's good.
Hell yeah. Let's talk about more sports. I think I just added this a few minutes ago.
Based on our discussion last time.
Yeah. This game apparently was also on the Genesis, so.
Yeah, this is. Well, yeah, we are getting to the era where the Genesis has been released.
And you know what? I don't have anything to say about this other than I played the sequel on the Genesis. It's a baseball game. It's pretty good. So
yeah, we were just mentioning, we had mentioned NES baseball, and this is sort of the evolution of that.
Yeah. I can't imagine there's a single other thing to say other than it's baseball, but it's, made later, so it's using the technology a bit better.
Yeah.
I've got to say the audio is not great. Like, it doesn't sound like a game from this late.
I think that reflects on the Genesis.
Sunsoft.
This reflects the Genesis sequel too. That one didn't sound amazing for the Genesis, but I mean,
no, I guess I've just been spoiled by some soft and rare games.
Yeah.
Honestly, I think maybe we should read this and baseball as well, because I think we have better candidates for sports. I'm starting to really see.
Yeah, I think I agree with that. We don't need a baseball game.
Nah.
We have a lot of sports, and these aren't the most substantial of that genre. Even if they might be the most substantial baseball games.
I think I'd prefer the older one, I'm not gonna lie. It looked a bit more charming. These sprites are
this
kind of off.
It's more realistic, but it's not,
It's not very charming.
Style,
Hmm.
We'll see. Hey, good old Balt. Thanks, Balt.
Balt, yeah.
Oh, there's some gimmicky game. Oh, Sunsoft.
Yeah, this is just this is a game I know somewhat about.
Oh, it's what's it? New Zealand story. The bird in the toy box. Yeah.
But basically, it's this very late platformer where you throw stars at stuff, and it has, in the Japanese version, where they were less strict about what kind of mappers you use, it has a very special mapper chip that allows for crazy music.
It looks very Kirby, I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, it's definitely got a bit of that going on.
Doing really well. His score's just... Oh no, it's just sticking up from the thing. I thought it was adding score just from running.
Yeah, you sort of charge up these little stars and you throw them at stuff and they bounce around.
It's a very nice looking game.
That's quite cool. I like you have to do the angle.
The music.
That music's really good.
Wow.
Jesus, alright.
Damn, okay, it's just...
This looks really good, actually. I really like the star physics.
Yeah, very... technical,
Oh, the birds?
Yeah, actually?
Yeah, this was never released in America. It was released in Europe, but with the downgraded music.
It's very Kirby-like, but...
Got a bit of its own thing going on.
Yeah. I don't know, I'm pretty... I'm down for this.
Yeah.
I know, Sunsoft.
Yeah.
Yeah, authentic entertainment.
Yeah.
Very authentic.
This looks really good.
Ghouls and Ghosts. Maybe we should just green it. It's been a while since we've greened.
I just really like this one. It looks really neat.
Did it just attack you with arrows when you picked it up?
Yeah, apparently.
Yeah, I want to green it.
Okay.
Was that explaining why the dogs were falling before?
Maybe.
Yeah, just green it.
This is very late.
It's Kunio-kun.
Crash
This
Kuni.
is sure. This is one of the few games on that disc I mentioned.
Oh, right.
I had no idea it was like part of a series or anything. Quite a bit of story. It's like the rival schools and like the prep school, just like, oh, I want revenge. And they do like this sports event thing.
There's a lot of setup, I see. Oh, okay.
Yeah, it is.
You just did a Tatsu!
Yeah.
Okay.
You can hit each other as well with it. Like, it is an offensive move. It's basically like Olympics, but Kunio-kun, and... oh, look at the fake parallax. Look at that.
Oh, yeah.
It looks really nice.
And the
yeah, it's a bunch of mini-games, basically. But with, like, combat elements to it.
Yeah, track and
more
field
impact with
game,
each other.
but more high contact.
Brutal track and field.
You can throw things at each other. Oh, I remember liking this one. It's like shot put golf.
Oh, shot put golf, yeah.
Interesting.
Golf, yeah.
Just watch, yeah. I think there's like leveling in between or something.
Yeah, there's like there's a bunch of stuff to spend money on in the beginning. Like, apparently you spend money to see the rules of the event. Oh, I guess that's what happens if you fuck up and don't let go.
A lot of personality in this.
And you lose HP, too.
Things.
Oh, well, yeah, you just got in the head by that thing.
Yeah, he's concussed. He should go home. Let's see another game.
Yeah. Sorry, that was...
No, it was entertaining. I don't blame you.
Oh, now we can drown each other.
Competitive underwater
Drowning.
fighting? What the fuck?
It's swimming.
It's supposed to be a race,
we're swimming into the foreground, but it looks like there isn't really any race elements. There's just murder elements.
It's Vodvash put swimming.
Oh good, that guy's dead.
Well, they can't win the race if he's dead.
Alright. Swimming, yeah.
I want to see another one. Yes, swimming, that's what we're calling it. Oh, it's like WarioWare minigame.
Oh, it's unicycle racing, obviously.
Unicycle racing on roof. Okay.
Stop, yeah.
Okay.
Oh yeah, it's just fighting.
What the
King wins. Man, that's just better than I remember. I put it on the list, but I'm like looking back at it, I'm like, damn. Should play this on Fightgate or something.
Alright. This is silly. I kind of love it.
I think this is a green. This is too entertaining.
Sports fighting hybrid. You're not wrong. Yeah, sure.
Pod totally got hosed.
Yeah, sure. Oh boy. Do we know about this one?
Yeah, a little bit. More familiar with the Game Boy original, but... You're a firebrand, you can fly, you have that meter there. No, I've actually played this
Upper,
once.
basically.
Yeah. You can cling to walls, and there's like leveling up mechanics. So you get more airtime. I think I think I prefer the Game Boy version, but this one's not bad either. And then you've also got the third game, the SNES game that we talked about. Firebrand, what's your problem?
When your magic's dispelled, you lose the ability to speak.
So...
Fine game. It overlaps a ton.
Alright.
But no, it is good though. I
Yeah,
think like the mechanic, and you've got these overworld bits that you're not just going level to level. It's cool. Maybe yellow, because it is quite novel. Maybe
we'll see.
Sinbad's a bit harsh. Does he sort of like, I don't want to say Metroidvania, but I think you play them in like different orders and not different parts.
Yeah, it seems neat.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so this is an interesting little weird game. This is a game where you have 4 different characters who can use at any time. After the intro sequence is basically that they send out letters to the heroes of the land, and then each of the first. Like, the beginning, you play each of the 4 stages of all the heroes in order, and it's just them, and they're, like, going from wherever they picked up the item in the intro to, there to the king, and then you meet up, and then, like, the dragon is like, I need to be leader, and you need to beat her up, and then you actually play the game and hot swap between characters.
Okay, so you've got 4 different characters with 4 different play styles.
Yeah.
Well, there's a flying to get rid the last game.
Yeah.
Covered.
Yeah, there's the dragon. There's the hero Samson who just kind of jumps around.
And twirls, apparently.
Yeah. There's the big golem with the that can walk on spikes and has an extendo punch. And then there's the little mouse that can drop bombs, morph ball bombs.
That rotation's so unnecessary. It's great.
This game also will cost you $1 skillion if you wish to own it. It was a very small print run.
Aha.
Okay.
And it's just really cool.
It seems pretty neat. You've got platformer with a variety of characters that you swap between.
It's a little held back by the fact that when you lose a character, they're dead until you use a potion, and so because of that, everything is designed to be completable with with Samson himself.
Oh, I see.
That's fair enough.
But it means that you're not required to actually switch, which I guess.
Yeah, although they are very useful.
Yeah. Very Megaman.
It seems pretty cool.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't feel that strongly about it, but it seems neat. A little easy, I don't know. Oh. Second phase.
It's novel enough, I'd say.
Sure.
So I get the least yellow that.
Yeah.
Feels like a modern indie game.
Kind of does,
It feels like a game that's is actually modern, but is trying to look retro. Maybe that's just because I have never seen it before.
Hey, we're also late on, too. That also helps. Okay, so this is an interesting little thing. It's basically a point-and-click adventure, although you walk around, you walk your character around, but then you press a button to, interact with stuff. Yeah. And to have the menu there. Basically, it's sort of like it's a superhero thing, sort of. Like, there was a superhero here, but he got overwhelmed and killed by the criminals, and then, you're just kind of a guy who did enough is enough, and you become Nightshade, who's just kind of a guy in a cloak. And, you immediately get captured, and that's what the intro is. You're tied to a chair, and you have to figure out how to survive that. But it's a really goofy game, but in a charming way.
The dialogue's genuinely quite funny at times.
Yeah. It's really got a sense of humor. It's got a neat idea where, if you run out of health, they put you in he puts you in a death trap again, and you can escape it, but the death traps get more and more complicated, and eventually there's one you can't escape from. So it's kind of a unique take on like game over lives, so to speak. That's very thematic.
Huh.
There's like combat segments. They're okay. They're not as awful as like some adventure game combat can be, but they're not super great either. Although the transition is very cool. It's just very stylish.
Yeah. I think if you want that.
It's a new game that's got quite a bit for going for it, but also it also doesn't have a save or password feature, which is not great.
Oh. Beat in one run. One sitting.
It's got neat ideas, and I like it. And it is made for the console specifically. It's also got a few issues as well. Nothing terribly... It's impactful, but nothing that really sinks it, so to speak.
I feel like... Yeah. I kind of feel like including this. It's got that novelty factor.
That Euro 350 thing.
It's very unique, too.
Yeah, it's probably not the best playing thing ever. It's a little odd at times. I have tried it, but might just get a pass for sheer novelty.
The ambition, yeah.
And it's got Earth humor.
Right, yeah. Yeah, I appreciate this.
The cat's dancing, that's good.
Yeah, alright.
You saved a cat, can't be that bad. This is how you draw a Kirby.
Yeah, first you draw a circle.
Then you dot the eyes, then you add some pink or something. Yeah, it's Kirby.
This is the of Kirby of all things this is the late very end of the NES's lifespan. Here's everything in one game. This game is huge by NES standards. It's also, this is the Kirby game where powers exist now.
Oh, yeah.
But it's just everything they've learned into one big platformer.
Like, as far as I know, there's not a lot of differences between this and the GBA remake. It's just...
Yeah.
I've played both. I actually beat this version. I actually found this version to be more charming. I don't know, maybe it's just because it's like the 8-bit style.
I do like these.
Because it's what it's made for.
Yeah, I like the sprites, and I like how fluid it looks for an NES game. Like the.
Well, there is a significant amount of lag.
Yeah, I'm seeing that.
Yeah.
But for what it's doing, this game there's just so much in this game.
Oh, I'm a big Kirby advocate. I'm down to include it.
I mean, I haven't played too many of them, but if you had to ask me, I'd say this is the favorite one, my favorite one of all the ones I've played. Of the few I've played, not all of them.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Alright, yeah, no, I'm down.
I think that's just a green.
That's green, that one. I should know more about this, but I don't. Interesting.
Yeah, this is a fighting game on the NES that isn't ass.
I've played it. It's.
Oh.
I don't want to say it's bad. It's not bad. No, it's cool. But it's probably not what. Probably doesn't quite play as you'd expect. It's very strange. I'm trying to think of a comparison. Like, you're not doing cross-ups and things like that. Like, let's put it that way.
Yeah.
It doesn't have high-low system. So
it's more like it's cool. I'm trying not to discredit it, but
it's not a Street Fighter.
It's not Street Fighter. No. It's more Rock'em Sock'em Robots.
It really looks like you're both playing as a Gunstar Heroes boss.
Yeah, that's the graphical gimmick.
Yeah, it's curry and rice versus curry and rice.
But it's what makes this possible with
Yeah.
Yeah, that's how you have elaborate animations in 8-bit. Well, I mean, not really, but... Yeah. I mean, SNK proves you can do, like, really legit fighting games in 8-bit, but still.
Yeah.
I've played this, It's novel, but I'm trying not to be so harsh with it. I don't think it's that good.
Okay. Fair enough.
The NES was not a fighting game console.
No, I think that's why we got it here, because it's...
Yeah, it's unique for
It's
the
cool,
console.
But, yeah.
I don't know, I'm gonna yellow it because we're at the end of the list, and I just want to get a glance at what we're even looking at. But
Alright.
if it gets in, it'll be for novelty.
There you go now. I'm not gonna lie, I've never actually played this, but it looks cool. Bear in mind, this is 93, this is way after the SNES port of Final Fight 1.
Oh, right.
It's like Wanpaku, Graffiti, Final Fight. I think I understand this is quite a cool game, but I would go ahead and say River City Ransom would probably make it over that when it comes to this kind of super deformed kind of.
It's more straightforward beat 'em up.
I mean, it is an arcade game, yeah. Not literally.
Because I mean, we have an experience in level bar here, so
yeah.
Oh yeah.
Also, still no 2-player.
Oh.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say no then.
No, I would say no as well. Apparently, this has the experience of River City Ransom, though.
Yeah, it's interesting.
But no, without 2-player, though.
Yeah, that kind of breaks beat 'em ups if you ask me. Like,
Yeah, no, agreed.
I
fell for Dam's trap.
damned that guy.
Did you say I thrashed you?
He said, "Oh, I'm Thrasher." He was correcting me. I don't know. I played this. I don't know why this exists. I forget. But
yeah, this is the NES port. It is like the last game officially released for the NES in North America. It is the only NES game to have an ESRB rating because it is late enough. Its American release is like 1 month after the Japanese release of the PlayStation.
Jesus Christ!
It's a good game, but there's no reason to play this one over the Super Nintendo version.
Yeah.
Is the Super just better, is it?
Yeah,
It's got more graphics, and it also has a versus comm mode, which this one doesn't. It does have.
When you mentioned the rating thing, when you said the rating thing, I thought you were going to say like, it had like explicit content or something, or just because it didn't. No, the ratings board didn't exist.
Yeah, Birdo swears up a storm in this game. Ridiculous.
It is kind of weird. They re-released this one a lot, but they kind of refused to release the SNES version.
Yeah.
I did find out that the SNES version in Japan was an exclusive to the Bandai Stellaview. And for most of its life, like all but one of its airings, it featured some Japanese comedians, because apparently that's a thing. Just Japanese comedians in video games.
Sure.
That doesn't fully explain why they keep releasing this one instead, because they do release games in specific, do have different lineups for different regions. But I don't know. Maybe one of those voice samples is actually one of the comedians or something.
All right.
That I was using. Who knows?
So, yeah, just to
Why is it Toad? Like, Toad versus Wario.
I don't know.
Why isn't it... Oh, whatever.
Because he's a murderer.
Toad's red, isn't it?
He's blowing up all these creatures. I think, yeah, that was more so for the novelty of just talking about this weird release.
The last game. No, that's cool. No, here that it was after the PlayStation existed. It's kind of wild.
Yeah. So, that's the list.
Okay.
So, let us move on to talking about...
Winnowing.
Yeah.
This is where we match entries together with a bomb and blow them up.
Yeah. So... okay, yeah, let's look at what our numbers are like. That is not helpful. That is...
Well...
Wow.
Wait.
We are off by
we have
one.
exactly 50 green and yellows. Oh
Nope.
no.
Nope, we gotta...
No, you're doing it that way. Okay.
Gotta include row 1 is the title, so we are 49.
I thought this would be like, oh, we're 127, but then you're like, no, just anything that's yellow, just instantly, yeah, you've done that in the past, so...
Yeah.
Okay.
So we have... we had 49 going in, so we have to take one red and make it green, and then we're done.
Three Stooges.
Okay, so
let's go through them one at a time together, and just each of us say if it has a chance.
Sure.
So
baseball, no.
I don't mind that one actually.
I don't.
It's early.
I don't think it'll get
charm.
in, but very early.
It's fine, but I mean, it's just baseball. I'm not.
Yeah.
It's not like
that's fine. We're not arguing. We're just going to do one at a time.
Okay.
Kung Fu, nah.
No.
Yeah.
City Connection, no.
No.
Ghosts and Goblins, probably not.
Of a good game that is well known by a lot of people.
Yeah.
No, well, in that case, no.
Metroid. It's got a lot of problems, but it's also got a lot of uniqueness.
I tell you what, it's like why don't we like yellow? We'll do like a second one and like yellow. Yeah.
Sure.
Castlevania, I think, has a chance, even if we have 3.
Yeah, sure.
No. Yeah. Castlevania 2, no. Double Dragon.
No.
The fact that it's single player or turn based. Well,
Yeah.
I think that kills it. Beat 'em up. Megaman 2 is like perfectly good, but it's even more similar than like Sonic 2 and 3. Yeah. Megaman 2 and 3 are way more similar than others have gone away with that. So
Yeah. Three Stooges.
no, obviously not.
Shadowgate.
Shadowgate and Uninvited are the same situation as Megaman 2.
I would say they at least have thematic differences, but yeah.
Yeah, well. For our purposes.
Chip and Dale didn't really jump out at me.
Looked fine. Don't have anything to say about it.
Kid Dracula also fine.
Yeah, it's fine.
Guns 2 fine.
It's fine.
As far as I can tell.
Yeah.
Battletoads, I don't know, is I going to get another chance or is it just too damn difficult?
No.
Okay.
It is noteworthy, but I don't want to play it, so...
No.
Uninvited, Bomberman II... I kind of want to just put in Shatterhand. That one looks really fun.
Fair.
When you yellow that, yellow it.
Well, it's not going to be any of these, so...
Yeah. I think Shatterhand out of these 3, yeah.
Yeah, I guess. I thought we were going to lean towards Castlevania 1, but I'm fine with that.
Yeah, we have Castlevania 3.
Got to like a weird culty one, alright.
Yeah. So, yeah. That
Lowercase n for you.
Yeah, you're lowercase. Can't be bothered.
You're lowercase to show that you almost got there.
Yep. So let me do that, and then let me do that. All right. Oh, yeah.
50.
Joy Mech Fight got in because, yeah.
You just thought it looked novel.
Yeah. Huh.
Yeah, to be fair, I wouldn't pick anything in the red over Joy Mech Fight, I don't think.
Yeah, no, I think
No,
this
it's fine, I'm not mad about that.
It is funny, though. Like, we were just kind of like, I don't know, but,
Got in.
yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
the original Mario made it in, that's good. I'm pleased about that. Man, Mario got its whole trilogy. Impressive. Also expected.
Well, relatively speaking, I
We
guess.
do Battles of WorldRunner made it in. Huh. So I'm just reviewing this because obviously we record in 2 parts, so I'm just kind of reviewing
Yeah.
what did we put in. But yeah, no, it's good to me. Wanpaku Graffiti made it in.
Oh, yeah.
It's got a lot of
Wow.
style.
Yeah. It was funny.
Made it in over Kid Dracula. Good choice.
Uh-oh.
Oh, well. Oh, well, I like back in Splatterhouse. I'm alright with that.
Yeah.
Also a little earlier, too.
We got Castlevania 3. That's good enough for you.
Yeah.
We got a Castlevania.
I do like we've got some very early stuff as well.
Oh, yeah.
It's
yeah.
like, we always either have, 100 or, 53.
Yeah.
Yeah. Alright.
That's cool.
That's NES 50.